stay as a square so that you can see more at the top to bottom, but less from left to right.
Yeah, like it's funny. There's been a couple of comments that are like, "Wow, they're so unaware of how like filming works." It's like, it's baffling to me that you would think that this is a good counter argument while all movies aren't square. Like,
Yeah,
why do you think it gets cut? Because it matches our field of view better. Just because you record it in whatever you want, a good director will be fucking aware of what they're going to end up with. Which, by the way, is the same reason why Buffy is supposed to be watched in 4:3. It's not supposed to be watched in widescreen because they didn't account for that when they were making it.
They didn't account for it. Yeah.
Very
that's again. Yeah, it's not complicated. It's really simple.
As you see, Zach is giving you more. You're like, all right.
Like, not really. Like, I keep, because people keep saying you see more from top to bottom. It's like, yeah, but what about left to right? I see less. In a certain sense, at least.
Absolutely.
Whatever. Oh, hey guys, by the way, how you doing? Bring it.
Hello.
Crash. I don't know why I'm getting excited for these things anymore. Yeah.
We're getting excited for what? Oh,
it wasn't Crash. It was another anime sword fighter.
Oh yeah, well, you know, you just don't get excited for Smash characters anymore. Just another fucking anime sword fighter, and it seems like they're not appealing to any audience whatsoever.
Well, I guess the people who like anime sword fighters, I guess. Whatever. I guess that's a really big market.
Yeah, well, they should have been arrested a long time ago. And there's just... I don't understand why we're not getting ahead of this right now, so...
Tossed into a ditch.
I know.
Xenoblade 2 deserved a rep, though. Nah. Nope. Why? Because it exists?
well, why doesn't it, Fringy?
There's already one Xenoblade character. There are no Crash characters. There's no Devil May Cry characters.
Yeah, like, where's fucking... Like, I hate to beat this drum, but, you know, where's Waluigi at this point? Like, everybody wants Geno. So why isn't there no fucking Geno?
There are a lot of characters that people wanted more than this Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character. Sorry.
You know, I do think it's
but
kind of fucked up.
we keep coming up with... I know, but we just keep coming up with these fucking idiotic ideas like Byleth and what's-her-face.
Yeah, I'm sick of anime sword fighters. They all look very similar, frankly, from a design standpoint.
Wow.
They look similar. They like their moveset is really similar.
Yep.
And it's just mechanically with their like long range and disjoints. The reason that these fucking sword characters keep getting a bad rap is because they're absolute bullshit and annoying as hell to fight because they got this long range disjoint, which means they can turn their brain off and just swing. Yeah, they're usually really fast too. So like they can just shut off their brain and swing wildly, and they'll usually win a whole host of encounters without thinking. So like they're boring, they're mechanically similar, and they're usually a whole lot of bullshit. And so it's like I don't think people would mind the sword fighter characters if they didn't wreck the game.
Yeah, but they do, so.
Yep.
Just starting the stream off with some hot takes, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, looks that
But
way.
I'm pretty sure this isn't a hot take at this point because I don't think anybody wanted another fucking anime sword fighter, especially when you got the Mac Daddy of all sword fighter anime characters, Sephiroth, just last time. And then they put in another one. Jesus fucking Christ.
Metal infected you don't have quality options.
Damn.
Oh. Don't I? Oh, no, I got auto and 1080.
Well.
Thanks, Metal.
If in doubt, always blame Mel. Yeah, this is the new game plus, so I got my full build for everything. So now I can just rush through and not die at all because I'll dominate 100%. Nothing will ever go wrong. It's gonna be great.
I noticed you only have a +3 flask. Can't you usually get like a +10?
Yes, that's like the one thing I didn't really care about. I was looking into I was mainly focused on just souls. I was getting as many souls, and which, you know, that would probably tie into more of it, but it's like I've been trying to upgrade this armor and then endurance to be like, I'm quick rolling while having a full set of high poise armor. That's peak
Yeah,
Dark
I could do
Souls.
fucking cartwheels now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Red tubers, but if you hold us to our values, we'll never achieve the outcome to our values. PSA podcast, Vosh had its chance. True dat. You gonna marry the Welsh girl on the Mewlbschlie? That's that one's taken, you know? There's plenty of whammons in Walesland. Don't be lied to by propaganda. What are your thoughts on Extraction? I thought it was pretty good. I liked it a whole bunch. It felt very solid and of a different age almost in terms of structure. So normal, the film, I mean, like there is a goal. Here it comes. The person's gonna execute the goal as best they can. And then they do. And then there's a few small twists and turns, but it's ultimately that. And Chris Hemsworth did a pretty good job. Pretty damn good job. He'd absolutely be an action hero. Not that we really had that in question anyway. But also, action and camera work was fantastic. I was impressed. And
You're talking about that movie Extraction?
I worry for the future of its franchise, because it's so similar to John Wick in terms of like, oh my god, this is really cool and interesting. I hope they don't ruin it, and they're already making a second one. When the first one, you watch it, definitely a movie that's like, one and done, cool.
Yeah, but we don't do that here in this domain.
In this here parts of the world.
Yeah. Franchise everything.
Hello there. Can't think of a question, so here's this. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
No idea.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Something nevermore?
I'm sure we'll... it might be a reference, but I'm sure we'll find out a funny on the other end of this. Thoughts on the Mortal Kombat trailer? Looks amusing. I feel like I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Don't know what they're gonna
It
go
looks a
to
little
that
cheap though.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be any good or anything.
Fucking Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat doesn't have a good story.
No, it'll be funny though. Hey Mewlbschlie, you guys have really been cranking out that EFAP content ever since y'all hit 100. By the way, have y'all recently played... Have you played the recent Hitman games? To the first thing. Yes, we have. Lots of things to cover. So much fun to have. And as for Hitman, I've not played like any of them. So that's...
Well, I played Hitman. I'm pretty sure I played Hitman 2015, but I don't think I played Hitman 2 or 3. I think I own Hitman 2.
Oh, there you go.
I hear that they're quite good. That's
they
what I
seem
hear.
good.
Like,
Yeah. In the sense that, like, I love the structure of it in terms of, like, it's a sandbox world and you can choose to approach your target in a multitude of ways.
yeah,
I appreciate that kind of thing. Haven't played it though because my games list is already bloated as is, and I kind of can't commit to anything right now.
Oh,
yeah, I know that
Here
feel.
I am playing Dark Souls. Busy playing Dark Souls, leave me alone. So your promise with not becoming political is gone now, huh? Well, it was a good run. Also, rip Fringy's Facebook, I guess.
Oh, yeah, right, because all news is banned in Australia for being shared on Facebook, yeah.
Say what?
So what happened is the Australian government wanted to institute a law that is effectively that that Google and Facebook and like these tech companies would have to pay news organizations a fee for like every time that they ever, link somebody to them. And so I think, yeah, I don't like this law at all. I think Google were like, we're gonna cut a deal, and Facebook were like, nah, fuck that. Nobody gets news now. So,
what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, like, honestly, I would be happy if all of them did this so that it changes the law. Like, if everybody was like, all right, you don't get any tech in this country, they would back off of this law, which I want them to. So I was saying, I think the other day, like, yay, go big tech, go.
What was that bit about the political thing, though?
Well,
you get
so that's
political on its
interesting.
Mewlbschlie?
That really depends on what your definition is, because we've talked plenty of politics or policy or things throughout all of EFAP, and this wasn't even on EFAP. So, and I've also, it was like 2 years ago that I did a stream with Sargon talking about the potential for robot sentience and their rights that would come with them. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, like the idea that, and I think what me and Fringy mainly did on that stream was just trying to see if they were coherent in the argument, either of the two people in the debate,
Yes.
not whether or not they were right ultimately with whatever system they were putting forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose like
And
if what it
I guess
means,
it's because they were political and because it's talking about like socialism and capitalism and stuff. So,
well, like I
financial
thought
systems.
it's already come up on EFAP that all the hosts are pretty much cool with capitalism. Like,
Yeah, yeah, but now that's like an actual topic that we have to talk about, you know? Like it never was. Nobody liked socialism before, but now it's really popular and trendy.
I was gonna say, if you go back through EFAP's history, there's plenty of insults thrown at communism and socialism, you know? Like, it's not... And you can't really do that and then say, no, it's not political. It's like, I mean...
No, it absolutely is.
Yeah, there's a loophole. Yeah.
But, like, never becoming political, I would more so argue what the sentiment of that is like, I'm not going to be a political YouTuber. Like, ever. It's just not my interest compared to media, but, I mean...
I did that briefly, and that wasn't that fun. I prefer media and video games.
It's kind of impossible to talk about media as a whole and never talk about anything political or religious or philosophical. Like it's
especially when Hollywood is going the direction that they are these days. It's like they just keep like they do a lot of pandering, and after a while, like it's hard to avoid. You know,
it's hard not to talk about it.
Yeah, some stuff comes up and you just do your best to like try and be fair. I guess it's like the fundamental. You're just trying to be fair.
Yeah. We're not going to sit here and talk about like, oh, it's like you said, when it comes to the political thing, we're not going to become like, we're not going to dedicate like an entire episode of EFAP to politics.
Well, yeah,
that's just not really our thing.
This was not on my channel, and it wasn't EFAP, so it's just like, if you wanted to go and see me discuss stuff like that, it's on someone else's channel.
Exactly. But when it comes to EFAP, you're not going to get that.
Nah.
Yeah. Hold on. What? Oh, might be a hot KH of it. Is that Kingdom Hearts? Might be a hot take, but I don't mind another anime sword fighter in Smash if they're unique, and this one seems to be that, at least for now. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I think the problem is like they are unique-ish to a certain extent, but like they look similar and they all have swords. So they're all sword-based enemies. So there is that through line with all of them. And I guess it's not that they can't exist at all, but it's like all of them. There's so many anime sword fighters. It's like a third of the roster at this point.
It's getting there. It's like a third of the roster, and then the fact of the matter is they're annoying to fight. They're long distance. They've got like the vast majority of their moves have a disjoint on them, so they can easily just swing willy-nilly and usually win all of the exchanges. I mean, I already gone over it really, so.
Yeah, and I guess on a more personal level, it's like these are all IPs that I don't care much about. So from that perspective, they don't offer me a whole lot.
Wow.
You know, like, and it's funny, right? Because like, well, Dante would be a sword fighter. It's like that's true, but he's not an anime character.
He's not in it. Well, that and it's like Dante's moveset, you can pull all kinds of shit out of his ass.
You can do more than just yeah, that's right.
He had crazy he has like more than just a sword. He's got motorcycles and guitars that shoot bats, for God's sake. It's like this dude's insane.
Just finished Little Nightmares 2. I'm not really one for horror games, but I really like this one and the first one. Thoughts on the series? I have no idea. Never played Little Nightmares 1 or 2.
Yeah, same.
You guys ever? Well, yeah, alright.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a nice artistic series, but like I keep going back to the fact that my games list is too big right now, and I need to finish it before I can add on. I really have to stop because I've got 9 now, and I can barely get to 1.
Can you speak to what motivations / drives / informs Cap Antonian Civil War? I'd like your answer as reference to show colleagues of mine. Oh.
What informs their arcs? So I guess starting with Captain America, his entire arc across the MCU has been, he started off as basically big government awesome, like we're the good guys. There are clear good guys and bad guys, and I am one of the good guys. And then when he comes into the modern world, things are a little bit more complicated than that. Things aren't so clear. The good guys and the bad guys, the line between them isn't so obvious. And issues of trust and questions. Oh, and also this happened in Avengers as well, because S.H.I.E.L.D. were using the Tesseract to make weapons and didn't tell him. So there's a lot of lying going on around Captain America.
Yeah,
and then
you have the compartmentalization from the most trusted person being Fury. He's like, I only tell you what you need to know. I only tell anybody what they need to know, and so he's obviously having trouble with that. And that's probably the person he does trust the most.
Exactly.
And then he's killed by his own organization. Or, well, killed, you know. And then...
Yeah.
So S.H.I.E.L.D. falls right the fuck apart. And then, of course, the task force is supposed to replace them. And it's too late at that point. He doesn't fucking trust anybody but individuals. He puts his faith in individuals.
Yes, in individuals. That's right.
And then you can honestly just tie Iron Man in reverse, basically. He was absolutely all about them individuals.
On his own, I mean, yeah. And then
they make the difference.
Mistakes.
And
then there were mistakes and lapses in judgment, and things went wrong, and partly his fault.
Yeah, and
Well,
I think
partly
the MCU almost posits that the right answer is between them both.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
It's complicated, and we do everything we can to make the best of a joint effort between establishing institutions and individuals to lead and make a difference. But yeah, the idea is they both flip from where they both started to where they both ended. The different lineups almost, and it's really fucking interesting to watch.
Absolutely.
Obviously, through Iron Man's mistakes, he has good intentions the whole time, but he keeps like fucking up in different ways, which make him believe that they need accountability and someone to watch over what they're doing. Because
that's
otherwise,
his belief anyway,
they're no better than the bad guys.
Than the bad guys. It's almost like these are good. I can't believe that there are people who think Man of Steel and Batman v Superman is better. I can't believe that.
Wait, which would you say is better, Batman v Superman or Man of Steel? If you had to choose one of the other.
Batman v Superman is better, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it is. Man of Steel is so broken. Yeah, I know. I didn't think that. I wasn't expecting that either, man.
Yeah, I kind of expected like Man of Steel would at least go out because like it's insane action, but okay.
But that's almost what drags the whole thing down. The action is
yeah, maybe so.
Oh, and also thanks for subscribing, Luke Hazade. I hope I got that right.
Hello, guys. Don't mean to be nosy, but I thought Rags lived in or near Texas. Is Doggo okay? If so, tell him to stay safe. Thanks. Rags is in Arkansas. He was... Yeah, he's an Arkansas boy. And as far as I know, because I've lived in Arkansas for about a year and a half, and Arkansas is no stranger to snow, so I don't think that they would really have that much of an issue, whereas Texas hadn't had snow for over like almost a century.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
so it's all
right,
like when it came to, you know, snow prep, it was kind of low on their list until it hit. So no, Rags isn't in Texas, he's in Arkansas, and he's no strain. He's made that like not, he hasn't been, you know, hiding that fact at all.
Problem,
so no nosy, no big deal. He should be. I imagine he'll be fine. Because Arkansas has snow prep.
It is it's interesting for me because it doesn't snow here. Like it just doesn't snow in Australia at all. And the parts in Texas where it's really cold, like Austin, are closer to the equator than like I am. But it doesn't snow here ever. It doesn't snow in this country like anywhere. I think there are a couple of towns, like in rural New South Wales, where it snows, but like that's about it. It sucks. I kind of, you know, I'm sure those of you who are in Texas right now probably aren't having a great time with the snow, but like I want it to snow here. That'd be nice.
It'd probably be a nice change of pace to the fires, huh?
Yeah, we haven't had any fires this year though, fortunately. So
That's good.
Well, we have had some, but like not anywhere close to as bad as it was last year.
You're giving Solera a big old kiss, aren't you?
I don't get how the dock thing works. It said, like, I checked the wiki and it said it's supposed to give you humanity if you attack NPCs with it, but I don't see it happening.
Damn.
Like, to the point where if you give 60 to a Koth, it's supposed to, like, give you 10 humanity per time doing this. Also, I'm just kissing Slow Leia. You guys shouldn't have an issue with this.
Yeah, look at it. Oh, you just see, he's a greater fan than you expect. He's giving a big old kissy wishy. Look, he's not even mad about it. He's consenting. He's cool.
Stop doing a Wonder Woman on Sun, bro.
Oh. Oh, never mind. He turned around. I was about to say, it's like, uh-oh, he came from behind. Oh, boy.
Someone said 6 humanity ... I got that from the bosses I've killed, not from him. Pay attention. I'm expecting the 6 to go up.
Silver says RLM gave the Vast of Night high praise. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, I think someone mentioned that in a super chat before, but the last one to mention that was much more pessimistic about it. Like, oh, they praised that. I haven't seen it, so.
We should live in Antarctica. I hear that place is very uninhabitable. Yeah, you got a point there.
Yes, you're doing too much work. Play more video games. Ah, that'd be nice. Scruffy Pumpkin says, played any Valheim? I started to play it because I saw an ad on a stream and I can easily call it my game of the year so far, which I don't say lightly. Seen a lot of people play that. I don't know what that is yet.
It's like sleeper hit, seemingly.
Wait, people are saying you were at 1 when you killed the boss. Does that mean you get 5 per NPC?
I think so.
Well, yeah, my whole thing is you can't do it, like, repeatedly. I'm guessing. But also that I didn't realize it was even getting me at all, so that's my bad. But I also thought that you could do it more than once, but then I don't know if that's crazy levels of farming. Probably.
Yeah, I'd have to look more into Valheim. I have no idea what it is. I'll have to take a peek.
I said, hi, Rags. Rags isn't here.
Hold on.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh. For a second there, I'm like, wait, holy shit.
How'd you do that?
He just popped into that
Yeah,
second.
he was here the whole time. Stupid.
Moore's a Dark Souls expert? No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm an expert on how bad DS2 was.
Yeah, I was about to say DS2.
That and maybe a Bloodborne expert, wouldn't you say?
On Bloodborne, the problem is it's all relative, right? Like, how much I know about Bloodborne is gonna pale to the next Bloodborne expert, but at the same time I know more about Bloodborne than probably most average players do, so...
Yeah.
Expert? I don't know about
So you're a Bloodborne intermediate, really?
There you go. Perfect word.
That's right. Your take on Xeno and robot rights is horrible, Mauler. You need to change them right away. Mankind #1.
Fuck that.
I hope you're joking, but yeah. But if you're not, then
No, I'm pretty sure it's a joke.
yeah, I think
This is because that last phrase is in all caps, so that's usually
Also, yeah, I have not played
people
Valheim,
don't
but-
yell as
Fuck me. Die.
British Knight says, "Hey Mooper and Fringfrog, just wanted to say I loved you on such a stream. Hearing you talk politics is an odd one, but welcome change of pace. Your opinions are well constructed and thought out."
We had a lot of good feedback from that stream, funnily enough. Who would have thought?
Don't get poisoned again.
I know, right? Well, I'm way more OP this time. Even though this is New Game Plus, I'm so much better equipped to live. Let's hope I do.
Hello, Mewlbschlie. Buffy season 1 is a slog, but I like Giles. Be nice to
that is the correct
Be nice
take.
to Oobly Boobly. Oh, and hi Rags and Fringy too, I guess.
Oh, no high for that bullshit.
Yeah, none for me.
Yeah, it's 12 episodes. They're 40 minutes. It ain't quick.
yeah, but
You know.
yeah.
Wolfhorn says, I'm really drunk right now. What is your foot on Xander's character?
My foot on him.
What
I don't
is your
understand.
foot on Xander's character?
So
Get your foot.
I guess they meant thought. What's our thoughts on Xander's character? He's fantastic.
Yeah, love him.
Really great representation of your average dude. Just trying to make things work because he's good-hearted.
Just trying to make his way through the world.
Got a lot of insight for a lot of people because he's paying attention to everybody and cares about everybody. Like his fundamental. He gets shit wrong, but he also gets it startlingly right because he's entirely led by his heart.
Yep.
He's a good boy.
That's about right.
British Knight says, I understand the desire not to talk about politics. It is a dry subject, but it interests me, and I think someone needs to do it, so that's my thing.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. There's
Fair
going to
enough.
be plenty of people who watch UFAP who are like, I want to hear more Fringy talk about socialism. In which case, that stream might just be up your alley.
It's interesting that he thinks it's dry. For me, I find it like infuriating and
Yeah, I don't find it
even
dry
kind
at
of
all.
depressing. So the fact that you can find it dry, I'm almost kind of jealous.
Yeah, it's definitely not dry for me. The only time it's ever dry
A lot of
is
it
if
is-
the two talkers are calm and it's a subject I don't understand. That's when it's dry.
Well, like if
Yeah.
it's, you know, let me be frank. Is there a labor crisis in America today? Well, that depends on what you mean by crisis. That's dry.
Yeah. Depends on your definition of crisis.
I fucking love that. That's such a good
Oh, we
gag.
haven't cooked boar tonight.
I think so. You got him on the other flame last time.
Well, gotta get
Oh,
them
man.
both, you know.
He's kind of, yep, put him in there. Put him on the spit roaster first. There you go. Nothing like a bit of girl on girl. Mewlbschlie. Please play DS3. Also, hi, Das. Fringle Bingle. This is a tough one to get through. Hang on. Nothing like a bit of battering around. Mewlbschlie. Play DS3. Also, hi, Das. Fringle Bingle Tingle. I still have some space left. No.
So, good reference to Hot Fuzz. We're doing a Dark Souls 1 race possibly next week now. Fortier and
No.
Metal. And then, I don't know why we wouldn't set up for a DS3 race after that, and Fringy can join us for that one, right?
Yes, I can, because I actually have that. Well, I have the shitty original version of Dark Souls, but yeah, I missed out on the Steam sale for the remaster.
Well, from what I understand, that didn't go over too great either.
Well, no, people just felt it was
no.
like a it's like charging for a bug fix.
Ah,
Because it
modders
runs,
can already do in
it
a
runs
night.
better and it looks better and but it really only applied mods that everybody already had access to, so it's just like, eugh. But of course, people will usually appeal to how it's just ease of access. The only problem I think was how much it cost, not the thing itself.
Oh,
There we are.
this comment represents how I feel. What do you think about WandaVision, Fringy? It was pretty good until the real world got involved. Yeah. It's kind of my perspective. And it's funny because a lot of people have the opposite view.
Yeah,
Like,
the
a lot of
opposite.
people have the backwards view, which is that the show has gotten better. I disagree. I think it's gotten worse.
I think every time they should, me and fucking Rags were like actually having our eggs neck broken in watching the show in terms of, ooh, it's this part, I'm interested. Oh no, back to outside the dome. Fuck, here we go. Like,
Yeah, everything outside the dome has been really not impressive to me at all.
I guess you could call it investment whiplash. Watching Vision trying to understand the world he's in is
It's really
infinitely
cool.
more satisfying than Kat Dennings hacking into the mainframe. Fuck me.
Wait, so have you watched episode 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it?
It's quintessential WandaVision. Half of it was pretty awesome, half of it was ass.
And then half of it was crap, yeah.
Let's see. Play Ride to Hell Retribution for EFAP Gaming.
Oh, God.
If that was multiplayer, maybe I could do it sometime as like a solo stream, I don't know.
Ride to Hell
meme
Retribution
stream.
isn't multiplayer.
That's what I said.
If it was.
Yeah.
If it was, that could be funny.
That's true. It's
win.
true.
I like this. First 2 episodes are good. No, I think first 3 episodes are good, and then it goes downhill after that. Basically, from episode 4 onwards. I think one of the things I feel if you haven't seen it now, you weren't gonna watch it. All right, so
Oh, all right.
in
I
this
feel like that'll bite you one
episode,
day. That'll probably bite you now. You probably said something hard, like a little bit more broad than that before in terms of spoilers. Like,
yeah, I probably have said like, no, there's a reason why you haven't watched it. Okay, so I will revise my statement. If you haven't seen it now, I guess close your earballs for a few moments.
just one thing before you start. I tried to roll away because I knew that guy was going to shoot at me, and my controller disconnected. So I just stood there, and he shot me, and I died. He's like, cool.
You got a likely story.
I know, right?
So one of the things that bugged me the most in that episode was when Vision leaves the force field, and starts melting down, and Darcy's like, "Help him!" It's like, how? What are they supposed to do?
I was gonna say,
He's
actually,
just
really like that bit if you ignore her.
Oh, I like that bit, but I don't like the bit where it's like, help him. It's like, what? What are they meant to do? Like, what? Like, because that would be my first
Let them
question.
all
It's like,
die?
all right, Darcy,
Maybe.
Plan number 1. What do we do? Do we like grab his hand? What do we do? Do we
Push
hug
him
him?
back
Do we
in?
tell him
I
everything's
don't
gonna
know.
be okay? Push him back in, yeah.
No, yeah, I'm with you. I don't. It was like they were creating one of those types of scenes where the government is evil and there's this one
The bad
bystander.
guys,
Yeah,
but
it's like, what the fuck are they supposed to do?
What were they supposed to do? Rub their
They're all-
like, I don't know.
They're watching someone crawl out of a dome and be disintegrated while screaming. Like, what the fuck is this? What are we supposed to do?
Are we meant to like, give him a hug and tell him it's all gonna be okay? There's nothing we can do. And then now she's gonna be part of the sitcom world, so that's fun. I do like how we've all just decided that Government Man keeps revealing information late. He has information, he seems to have more knowledge than he lets on, and then just reveals it at the worst possible moments. Like, no, I actually knew that Wanda came in and broke Vision out. It's like, why didn't you tell anybody earlier? Like, that would have been really helpful. Maybe, but I think that's the problem, is this show is clearly riding on speculation. I mean, you got people like, oh, maybe Quicksilver is like Mephisto. It's like, dude, if this is like how it's gonna be, like, I don't even know, what's the point of even talking about the show until it's done at that point?
Seems to be Vision could survive outside the dome, but something's pulling him in strongly. So I just assume that he can't, like, he can't survive outside of Wanda's influence.
He just,
and that's gonna be the big
becomes
payoff.
Dead Man again.
He's gonna tell her to let him go.
Yep, and then she's gonna go crazy and become the villain, because that's clearly what they're setting up here.
I wouldn't want to bet on that. I don't want him to do that, obviously.
I don't want them to either, but I think that's what they're gonna do. Like, that is what I am most suspecting will be the case.
Do you reckon she'll be a bad guy in Doctor Strange then?
Yes, I think she'll be the main villain, or maybe like maybe she's like seemingly the main villain until the very end when it's revealed. But then again, Chiwetel, that's how you say his name? Chiwetel, like Ejiofor? He's the bad guy, right, as well?
Maybe it'll be both
Remember
of
he
them. Whoa.
Oh, maybe there'll be even more than that, yeah. I remember, of course, as well, like, WandaVision's probably setting up Captain Marvel too, as well. Because remember, Monica is like Captain Marvel character.
Well,
so.
her DNA's been changed by going into the dome, and I wonder if continued exposure.
I think the logic will
give
be
us
either
superpowers.
she'll go in a third time and get like superpowers. That's my guess. Like that'll be. How exciting!
Yeah.
Too Spooky for Me comes back and says, to be fair, what I meant was more so mainstream politics, and I haven't fully seen the stream, just skimmed through it a bit. Also was kind of joking.
Mainstream. I mean,
I think when it comes to mainstream politics, I think just the stuff that everybody can't really avoid, which is like, communism versus capitalism and all that stuff, I guess, maybe.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
no,
like
fun
again, I
stuff.
still feel like Trump came up a whole bunch on EFAPs. It's pretty hard to avoid it.
It's hard to not talk about these things.
And I know that a lot of people don't see it as a refuge and they don't want to see that, but like, I think we all have to be honest with each other. Like, it is impossible to evade it on the internet. completely.
And
if
in
you want
life
to
in general.
consume a wide breadth of content.
Because I remember Jay Longbone was talking about, or not, she wasn't really talking about, she had a stream just a couple of days ago where she was looking at this guy's review of the recent episode of Batwoman. And I'm not going to really spoil anything on that episode yet because it's not done, but because the episode covered like a social commentary issue, this guy just rated it like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But then he goes through the whole episode and he's got like a ton of complaints, but at the first he prefaces the thing by saying like, oh, this is the best episode that I've seen, the rating is amazing, da 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 da. But then he like spends like the vast majority of the video going over the problems with the episode, and they were some big problems. But then at the end he's all like, so anyway, 8 out of 10, great fucking thing because of my social commentary. It's like, geez, really, dude? It's like, that sounded, based on everything you just said, the episode sounds goddamn terrible. But because you can't let go of the politics, you're giving it that high a score? So it's like people inject politics into so much, and it's all like, what are you supposed to do when they discuss politics? That's it? We can't go over the thing? It's like, sometimes it's tough. It gets injected in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's true.
we do our best to try not, because like the obvious thing is, if anyone made the statement, Trump is one of the worst people ever, or Trump is an amazing president, both of those statements are like, oof, careful.
yeah. Going a little too far there. Let's see. Character archetypes are fine in Smash, in my opinion. The number that have counter Smash moves aren't. Yeah, the down Bs. Too many down Bs. Consequentialism, man for Smash.
Yeah.
This is why people say keep politics out of games. Oh, but remember, like, that's a lot of people who say that they need to rephrase what they're saying. What they're usually saying is keep identity politics out of games.
Or they'll usually try to, or they'll usually try to say like, I don't want like Trump bashing or Biden bashing in my game, or, you know, political party of, you know, our current world injected into my fucking thing.
Idpol and current controversial topics.
Contemporary topics that we don't all agree on. Yeah.
We don't want that injected into our games to seem like we're being beaten over the head with the current narrative.
I mean, I don't necessarily care if they do it. That would be my sort of thing. I'd be like, well, it could work.
I just,
well,
like,
you know,
my issue would always come down to how they represent
politics,
the issue, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When people say don't put politics in my game, I'm pretty sure they're referring to that, rather than like, you know, because if we could have like a political struggle in this world that isn't really, you know, current issues in our world, and I think people will be fine with that as long as they just kind of keep it within the fourth wall. Should be fine, you know. But that's usually when let's see. Archangel says, I rewatched Cool Hand Luke the other day and wonder if any of you have seen, and if so, thoughts. I'm not.
That
if
film's
not,
old as fuck, right?
should I give it a go sometime? Also, hi Rex.
Cool Hand Luke. That feels like one of them '90s movies, if I remember, but I might be wrong.
That is a movie that sounds like it did come from that era. I never saw it myself.
I can't remember it. I can't remember if I saw it or not.
Let's see.
What if it's set in a climate similar to the modern day? Well, that's the reason why I said I don't like it as a full, like as some kind of. I mean, it's not like I mean, this shouldn't be controversial, but like I'm not in this keep politics out of games camp. Like I really think it depends on the.
I'm not even sure the people
I
in
think
that
you can do whatever you want.
Are in that literal camp. They're in the camp.
Oh, sure, but I mean, like, I'm not even in the camp of like keep identity politics out. It depends what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. It's all context.
So what you're saying
right?
is it's fine as long as you don't execute it in a ham-fisted way and beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, like I guess because what a lot of people say, right, is like don't lecture me. It's like I'm inclined to agree that that's usually where I would draw the line. Like don't lecture me. Let me figure it out for myself.
Let's see. Should watch Black Mesa and the Death of Canon. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of canon and objectivity. Black Mesa and the Death of Canon.
Right. So is that based on like because Black Mesa is what's Half-Life, right?
Yeah.
Is that a YouTube video? Black Mesa and Death of Canon by One Free Physicist.
It's always funny if you have anybody trying to argue against, like, the idea of canon. Like, it would be useful if, like, they would argue, like, oh, can we please, like, stop talking about the OT when you talk about, you know, the sequels. The OT is their own thing. Or something like that. It'd just be like, you didn't adapt into a different timeline or media. This is a sequel. And this is the fundamental. You cannot appeal and rely on. I wrote this fucking recently in my boys video. You can't rely on the old stuff to create meaning in your new stuff while also ignoring the old stuff when you want to make meaning that is irrelevant of the old stuff. You have to choose one.
One or the other.
And even then, fuck you for choosing the one that says fuck the old stuff. It's like, okay.
I don't know, I don't know what the video's about because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna put it on my watch later. Canon. It's a fairly common term in most online discussion around fiction. This is in the video description, by the way. But is it truly necessary, or more often than not, does it cause more harm than good? Black Mesa, the pivotal fan remake of Half-Life, shows us the answer. Huh.
Okay.
After your data look some time. I don't know what he's trying to say yet. Let's see. Phil Moore says Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2.
I'm assuming that's best to worst for them.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Interesting that he puts Demon Souls up that high.
Yeah, for me it's Dark Souls 1. I'm not sure if personal preference, DS3 or Bloodborne, then of course DS3 or Bloodborne, and then Dark Souls 2. With Demon Souls to be announced, I suppose.
Yeah,
well, I guess the remake might change your mind, right?
Gotta get a PS5 first. Good luck with that.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I keep forgetting, those are not in short. Those are in short supply at the moment.
Well, yeah. Thanks, scalpers. You fucking suck. I'd put Dark Souls 3 up much higher. I really enjoyed that game a lot. Let's see. Hi, Mahler. Any plans on watching Willy's Wonderland? It's a comedy horror with Nicolas Cage as a main character with no lines of dialogue.
Rags brought it up the other day. We're gonna do that for EFAP movies for sure. Not sure when though.
Ooh, exciting! Because I've been told to watch that several times now, and I haven't yet. So maybe we'll just
maybe we can set it up.
Exactly. Let's see. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead says, did you get a look at the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie, and are you a Mortal Kombat fan, Mahler?
So, yes, to watching the trailer, and am I a fan? That's complicated, because...
Yeah, I don't know if I would say I'm a fan.
It's like, yeah, that's the thing, I have played a shit ton of Mortal Kombat in my life, and I really enjoy it, but like, am I a fan of Mortal Kombat? Like, vaguely. Not like I am of lots of other media.
Sure, it's right, like when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it's like, would you dedicate a show talking to Mortal Kombat? And the answer would probably be no.
I don't think.
Yeah, you enjoy the game.
We'll do EFAP movies for it, but I doubt we would have an EFAP for it.
Hey Mahler, first time sending one of these, but I'm a huge fan. Wanted to ask what you think of huge fan. Wanted to ask what you think of Leica Films, Coraline, Paranorman, Kubo, those stop motion ones. Thanks for the content.
Dude, I'm a big fan of all of them. Kubo and the Two Strings was really fun to watch, and Coraline. I always felt Coraline was the one that didn't get any attention. Like, you had Corpse Bride and Night Before Christmas that everyone mostly knew and talked about, but Coraline sort of sneaked in. And I really like Coraline, but I haven't seen them in a while, so maybe they're really shit. Who knows? But thank you very much.
Cool. Okay, I kind of waited too long, and some of the things got scrolled up. I was on Griff.
Oh fuck!
Griff
I
posted
just
something.
walked into a boss room.
Well, I'll let you handle that while I move on here, and we can go back. If you let things scroll too long, you can't scroll further up.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Zagrinus, Zagrionis, yeah. Hi Regs, Don, Bless, Kick J, etc., etc. Mahler, thanks for streaming Souls games. I recently started Code Vein, Weeb Souls, and some of what I've seen you do in stream was also really helpful, as I am new to the genre. Also, thoughts on other Souls-likes.
I liked Remnant from the Ashes. There was a cool game.
Yeah.
I don't know how many I've played. I think we did this the last time we were streaming this. We had like a list of them. Neo is cool. I'm cool with that.
I love Neo. I love Neo a lot. Although it's like, if you're gonna ask me what the story's about, I couldn't fucking tell you.
There's that one, the knockoff one, War of... No.
Wars of
I know
the
one
Fallen.
you're talking about. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one,
Lords
of the Fallen.
Lords of the Fallen sucks some massive fucking ass, and I actually like returned it.
Yeah.
It was that bad. I also played Remnant from the Ashes. I started it. I really enjoyed it. Been meaning to get back to it, but the people I was playing with, they kind of stopped playing. I was like, okay, bummer, whatever. So I never got to finish it. What else was there? Souls-like. Code Vein. None of us have played that yet.
Metal
That's,
did though,
that's
right?
a name. That's a name that goes around a lot. Oh, Metal played it.
I think he said it was shit.
Oh, bummer. Let's see. But some Souls likes are pretty good.
I'm just
I
getting
personally
dominated
love
by the
the ups-
gargoyles right now. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, they're that one keeps spewing fire and keeping you at a distance.
I haven't even really had a
Quick.
chance to attack them. I'm just sort of gonna heal and stay with higher health. Should be nice.
Hey, dude, they're taking turns with that strat. Holy shit!
The good thing about it is the music's real fucking good.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
Gas beam. Yeah, that's good.
Archangel. Chew a tell edgy. A4 is the acting name equivalent to Mihai Cheek sent Mihai.
Wow, I mean, it's just his name. Can't help it. Not like he chose that one, I'm guessing.
It helps he's a really good actor. So there's that.
Yes, he is.
I wish Baron Mordo, or whatever the fuck he's gonna turn into, was a better character, but there we
A
are.
better character, yeah. He was really good in the Children of Men.
Yeah, man. He's
Children
he's
of
in
Men.
Serenity as
Oh,
well.
that movie.
Griff posted another one. I remember someone saying that they would not do versus questions because it might cause drama. Any thoughts? Versus questions? What, like Batman v
What, like,
Superman
who
versus
would
another
win?
movie?
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
wondering.
just who would win?
I
Yeah.
mean, I usually find them to be pretty, like, well,
I
it's
think they're
obviously
really
this person, unless certain circumstances. It's usually pretty easy, unless you put, like, similar power levels against each other. Like, if someone said Superman versus Captain America, I'd be like,
Captain America wins because she's
Kryptonite.
very
Because
windy.
he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because she's very, very windy. Every time she loses, she just gets windier. Can you please explain to all the ignorant white males the goal, stakes, and urgency in Unicorn Store? Loves and kisses, Breeze Rainbow
my
Cooter.
Praise Rainbow Cooter. God, I forget about that film sometimes.
Yeah, I almost like
Her
at first.
directorial debut.
I know that was pretty weird because like I had
Damn it.
forgotten first that too because at first I thought he was talking about like the last unicorn, but I'm like, oh wait a minute, Brie Larson, of course. Next up is
oh, look, I think, so there was a couple you missed, right? Because,
yeah, there was one. Grith was Grith posted twice, but the first one I missed.
so, I can catch up with them. So it says, I love the Southpaws crying over Doc Ock's death blade when the real problem is Doc Ock's sung thingy in Spider-Man 2. In fact, the film should be more focused on Doc Ock's arms. I think they're all problems. The severity of each
issues.
one is hard to be definitive about, I would say. So, how bad is it that his arms are, like, absolutely revolutionary and intensely insane to the point where it would have people from around the world gathering just to see those, and that they should change technology forever? It's like, that's pretty catastrophic
Significant.
world-building wise.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna cause so many ripples and changes that it will affect the movie's plot line significantly and the movies going forward. And then you got the Death Blade. It just changes the stakes of every single battle. Doc continuously chooses not to kill Spider-Man when he can, and has shown to want to. So, That's certainly a thing. And then Doc Ock's son is insane when you really think about the Sun project. It's absolutely nuts. So yeah, I don't know.
In the middle of just an apartment in New York.
I think the Sun is probably the worst of the three, if I eyeballed it. But I mean, fucking with the stakes of every single battle in this superhero movie, you gotta admit that's pretty big too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How was EFAP Suicide Squad? I know you enjoy Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh, we
It's fucking
concluded
crap,
that
man. That
people have to be
fucking movie.
insane to be excited to see him in the Snyder Cut, but whatever.
Dude, Suicide Squad was surprisingly. I was not having a good time with that one in
Yeah,
particular.
not as fun as I remembered, I guess.
It's not fun at all. It's just annoying.
Like, but ironic fun. Like, I remember there being more to laugh at. There was still stuff to laugh at, but it wasn't quite as, you know.
Well, Captain Boomerang was funny, but
Yeah, he went boom.
that was and even then, not a whole lot. Like, it was funny when he ran away, but then he came back. So,
No, I just came through the door. Some of these bosses don't even care about your feelings.
Yeah,
This
they don't care. They don't
katana.
care what's bounced. Fuck you.
she
Punched me.
cut y'all in half. Her soul traps the swords of its
Oh,
victims.
so stupid. Hey, that tail should be off, mister.
Monolith guy asks,
we go.
feet, yay or nay?
I have nothing against feet.
Yeah, that's a nah from me. Nah.
Feet are
Nah.
fine. I think they're pretty cool in terms of being able to walk on them and stuff.
Best dialogue ever.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Then again,
Now
yeah,
that's
I
cool.
think it would actually suck to even live without, like, 1 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, without one
Look
foot.
how
God
fucking
damn.
easy it was this time
that would
around.
suck. You know what? I changed my answer based on that. Feet are cool. I like feet and I appreciate mine.
There you go.
Because they get me where I need to go. And they don't ask for much.
Gargoyles be dead. I guess the next of the mist-ish ones were my pipes were frozen for 3 days, then they burst. I used to love snow, but now I hate it. Yeah, that could definitely make you hate it. Sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing all right. Pipes
Yeah.
bursting sounds like a fucking ass of an issue to deal with.
Yeah, big time. Although I hear it's starting to warm up around there, so hopefully that continues.
EFAP Cars trilogy? Why?
No.
Why would you wish that on anyone?
Yeah.
Why do we gotta do that?
It's funny because cars is such a garbage idea. It's like, why are they cars? What does that add? You know?
Cars is like the weakest of the ones up until Wall-E.
Right.
Like, Disney.
So it's like when it came to
the
like
odd one
Pixar
out.
Golden Age, Cars was a big fat misstep.
Yeah, that was a weird one. It's like, what happened here? Wow,
I
they
don't
made a
know.
lot
We
of
need
money
3
on
more.
merchandise. Yeah, it's because Cars is one of the most successful merchandise franchises that Disney has. I'm pretty
How
sure
come-
it's made billions of dollars.
Chad, how come I didn't get any goop from this guy, huh? We'll give him a goop. Nom, 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 nom.
Just let me give his T-posing ass a hug,
Give
and
him
now
a
he's all
go.
like, "Wow, dude." Let's see.
Maybe somebody knows. Does he not have any? Is that how this works?
Maybe friendly NPCs don't.
Well, Soul is friendly.
Well, that's what I said. Friendly NPCs probably just don't have any.
Well, according to chat, I got some from him.
Oh,
But not this guy.
maybe they're wrong.
I like you can suck his face for 3 times and then he's like, hello, what
Yeah.
would you like to buy? Well,
Let's see. So I had a talk the other day with a friend about BioShock Infinite. He gave me all the fallacies as to why it's good. Consensus, RTOM, etc. He always gets irritated when I watch videos that change my mind. Example: Matthew Matosis's video. That's a great
fucking
example.
video.
Great video.
He always says that the bull, you should be forming your own opinions, not from others. And I'm like,
Bullshit.
okay, what if I'm wrong though? Lol.
Well, I would question that the guy is like, haven't you formed your opinion as a result of information that you gained? So
Yeah, it's all like, why can't anyone else open your eyes to certain fallacies and flaws to certain things? Isn't that what discussion is all about? It's all like, no, you're supposed to come up with your. It's like you're only supposed to come up with your reasons, and then that's it. Discussing it is pointless. Oh my god, he fucking wrecked you.
Yeah, I know. I did not expect that. That was my bad. I just want to suck his face, and it's not working, you know. And that's why I think Dark Souls is possibly the worst of all of them. You get the suck face
suck their
move,
face?
and it just doesn't let you do it properly. Outrageous.
Where does Consequentialist Man fit in the EFAP fanatical Longman universe?
I mean, he's gonna pop up all the time, and those different. There is no argument Consequentialist Man can't arrive into.
That's true.
Remember, the one that I think I blew Adam such a way with, because this is an actual one, is the left want Trump to be president because more Trump means they'll eventually convince the world that they need less of Republicans. So that, like, you can make, that's Consequentialist Man. You can make any argument in favor of any team at any point. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, the ends justify the means, right? Even if you don't know what those ends will be, because you can't know the future.
And it can always go both ways. Like, Consequentialist Man then battles Consequentialist. He's like, no, more Trump means the world will burn forever, so, you know, it can't be both. And it's like, yes, it can with Consequentialist Man. You can have both.
Yes, it can. Consequentialist Man does. Everything can happen.
Some NPCs don't have souls. Oh my god.
No.
Getting all epistemic on me, James.
Epistemic. Let's see. Mueller, play Remnant from the Ashes, then discuss.
I did. I completed it. I quite liked it, and I think Metal and I will probably try and do a full campaign run. Maybe we'll get Rags along too.
Oh, I wanted to join.
Well, is it 4-player?
I think it's 3.
Oh, I'm not sure how we'll go about that. I mean, Rags hates Souls games.
I never
so
got to. He hates what?
He can't. Rags seems to hate Souls games, like Souls-like games. So.
Are you serious?
I'm not going to confirm. It does seem that way. Have you gotten that impression, Fringy?
A little bit, yeah.
Huh.
So maybe he won't, or will. Maybe it's because it's got guns in it. He'll like it.
Yeah, maybe.
He likes guns.
I watched the first Iron Man today. A lot of that movie still holds up 10 years later. Indeed, it does.
Yeah, that's fucking great. The reason why it did so well.
If you do play it, I'd love to join. Because
Yeah,
I haven't finished it yet. My
obviously-
friends who are playing stopped.
Next on our thing is Dark Souls 1 stuff and Dark Souls 3 stuff. So it could easily go into Remnant next. I don't know.
Could be. Shit.
Rags is right. Souls suck. No. If
First of
that
all,
is what
no.
he believes, then no.
Yeah, I don't know that that's his actual thing, but if it were, oof. I also still give you money, so I don't, like, hate you or anything, lol. Anyway, when is the Harry Potter EFAP arc? We'll probably do that someday, but that's one of those ones that could happen in 5 years from now, honestly. Like, I have no idea. You have to remember, like, a lot of the arcs, the Resident Evil arc, the movies from, what's his name, fucking Paul W.S. Anderson, like, that arc is already done. It's completed, it just needs to be edited and released, so, like, then that could happen in a year from now or 2 years from now, it depends on everything. The Blind Manor arc hasn't actually been completed yet. The prequels arc hasn't been completed. Any of these things could happen at any time. It just really depends on how everything goes. The DC arc could have started like fucking 1 week into EFAP. Started now because it just sort of did.
Would the EFAP arc on Harry Potter piss off Twitter? Would it? What if those movies are really good?
I thought people hate Harry Potter even more now thanks to the J.K. Rowling thing.
No, but people still like Harry Potter. They just hate J.K. Rowling, right?
Oh well.
Do they? I figured like they'd be like, oh well, now it sucks because J.K. Rowling
I
said
feel like
meanie
the problem is that I feel like the problem is because a lot of people it's like too affixed to their childhood that they can't, throw it under the bus.
And we don't care about that.
No, we don't care about your childhood.
Yeah,
Just
not really.
stabbing the childhood.
We're coming for your childhood memories to take them away.
Armorhead Allen says, Dick Splash.
Oh yeah, the best insult. I don't know how many. Do you remember what the first of the ones you read once you'd managed to find them again were? Because I'm just trying to figure out how many we've missed.
So there was some that I missed after that. I think some scrolled out after that question on Remnant from the Ashes.
Because I've got, I was rewatching episode 93 and decided I'm a Skeptic has the best laugh out of any guest, so, might be true. I don't know if we did a poll, what would happen for that. But also, he came on for really quite the episode, that, Lord of the Rings one. I saw that he quote-unquote responded by reviewing his old video, and he mentioned a couple times in the video that he like partially apologized to EFAP for reacting the way he did when his video was so bad. Well, that's something. And yeah, it would be nice to have I'm a Skeptic back. I just don't know the he wants to do anything like that sort of thing anymore. We will find out if he comes back on. And yeah, I'm trying to find... Did you read one that said hi everyone but Das, also hi Das? Did you read that?
Nope.
And then I've still got a couple. Frog fact. Frogs can live in a variety of climates from desert to Arctic snow.
Oh, I didn't know that. Last part. Desert, yeah, but Arctic snow, that's surprising.
Yeah.
Borscht committing argumentative seppuku is pure kino. I mean, yeah.
He
Well,
kind of
he
does
needs
that
to
a
make
lot.
better arguments. That's all.
Random thought, when I see you in Fringy's avatars, I imagine you two in a dark Lovecraftian fantasy setting, like I see you with a revolver and a black trench coat and Fringy with a crossbow.
I like that.
Sure.
That's,
I'm on board.
that's not what my lore is. My lore is that I'm a loser who lives with a talking plush koala.
Hey, look, there are alternate timelines, okay?
But yeah, this is like the Treehouse of Horror equivalent of the Fringy universe.
I like that one
Lovecraft.
drawing. Somebody did like drawings on what's that? The drawing game you guys play?
Oh yeah, that
Champed Up, there was-
yeah.
Yeah, there was the drawing of Shadiversity, and then you with this menacing, lanky expression with a dagger in your hand. I like to think
Yeah.
that one's canon too.
There's many cannons in the Fringy canon.
Many cannons in which you're using a pointy object.
Any word on EFAP Movies 19, Man of Steel? Tomorrow is expected to be when it's out. In fact, just in case anyone wanted to know, no live EFAP, I don't think. The plan is to do a meme FAP recording and, oh my god, this guy has so much health in New Game
Weapons
Plus. I don't
suck.
want to beat him. We're going to record a meme FAP, hopefully pop it out a few days later, and then you'll have the Man of Steel EFAP movies to tide you over until,
Okay.
yeah, because things are all up in the air trying to figure out what we're doing next, because it might be BVS time, you know, an EFAP on BVS, and it's gonna be fun. You know how it goes. But yeah, it's coming out soon. Can't watch now, but I'll save this for later when I'm at work. Very well, hang on to that link.
Which will be there when you get back.
Muller, have you beaten Echo the Dolphin yet? I see you playing Dolphin Emulator all the time on the Discord server. I was wondering how you liked it. It's you know, it's a matter of it's the program. It's open. It just says I'm playing it. I don't know. Also, I think I'm caught up now because the next one is about Code Vein. Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right, you have two options: make every single movie that has ever existed a storytelling masterpiece, or make every bad movie a hilarious disaster. Decide.
I want the first.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I want the first?
I would prefer the first. It's been like we've had. You're getting this shit slapped out of you. You okay there?
I was alt tabbed.
Oh. Let's see. Yeah, so I think we need good stories again. We've had a lot of really bad disasters time and time again. I think we need to start cleansing the palate with some good shit again. And it's just a little frustrating that we haven't seen that since Joker.
Yeah, Joker probably
2019
was
had a
like.
couple of mainstream goodies.
Well, 1917. That was really good.
Marriage Story,
I haven't seen that one.
Ford v Ferrari.
Marriage Story. Yeah, Ford v Ferrari was excellent. Big fan of that one.
These are the ones I always bring up when people are like, you hate everything. It's like, we didn't, but okay.
Okay, whatever.
I think
are you-
1917 was the last good movie I saw, because it was Sonic. Sonic was the last movie that I saw in theaters, but 1917
Same.
was the last good one.
Yeah, same. It's
Yeah.
weird. Although
Damn.
in Florida we have our movies back, so maybe I'll just I don't care what's out. I might as well just go.
Well, I
Just-
mean,
just
we've
go,
got
you know?
theaters have been open, but like there aren't any movies. That's kind of the issue.
Right.
here.
Well, that's kind of the thing too. It's like I was curious and was checking what was out, and they were playing some old shit on the theaters too. Like Jurassic Park, the original, was there.
Damn, I think I'd actually like that.
Yeah, see, bring back some oldie times. Wouldn't mind it. Are you guys ready for Hack Snyder's Society League, starring emo Batman, Jesus, Superman, the porn star Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot's bad acting?
I mean,
I like the idea that it's called We Live in a Society League.
Hack Snyder's Society League, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more than ready to be entertained. I'm looking forward to
I
discussing it
don't
with my
know.
friends about what it represents and how badly written it is. It's going to be a great example. And I'm sure there's going to be some special effects scenes in there that'll be pretty cool to watch, probably, maybe.
It'll be cool, yeah. Maybe it'll be cool seeing Dark... Oh, wait, no. Darkseid looks worse than that. Is this... Do we need to have this conversation? Darkseid looks way worse than Thanos. You are wrong if you think otherwise.
I mean, like, surely there's no competition in terms of just graphically from, like, a fidelity standpoint. In terms of which one looks cooler, like, whatever. You can think he looks cooler if you want. That doesn't bother me. Like, Thanos is incredible in terms of his realization as a realistic type of thing, but Darkseid's is more comes across as just like he kind of looks like he looks in the comics. That's great. Like, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what's happened here, but like I can't progress. I'm stuck. There's no. I can't. What's going on? I can't
stuck
get
it?
forward in
Hang
this
on.
level.
I'm going to go to your stream.
Oh, what?
Yeah, for whatever reason, like I can't. Unless I need to. Let's see.
Oh, are you? Oh, there you are.
I can't, like, there's no way I can't jump high enough to get up here, and there's no door. So I am,
Holy shit. Wait, so are you sure you can't jump high enough? It looked like you could.
well, I can't, I don't know. I keep jumping, I can't reach it.
Oh, wow.
So I think that's just the end of that run there.
Are you sure?
Alright.
What about underground options?
Well, I thought I could maybe, but I don't see any, I don't know.
Wait, can
roll
you
and jump
slide
down.
into the
Oh, there we
slide
go,
into the
there we
wall?
go. There we go, I got it. Yeah, no worries. I'm
Okay,
good now.
there you go. That's what I thought. Like, yeah, can't you slide in?
Yeah,
There you
I was wondering.
go. Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Next
Problem
up,
solved.
exactly. So TFA Part 4. I can actually sum that up. We've gotten that question once before. It's on the shelf while he works on The Boys and The Last of Us 2. He
Knives
hopes it'll be
Out,
out this year, but we'll
Joker.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking of doing Joker too?
I wouldn't want to promise anything. The way it works, I'm gonna have to follow my heart. If after if after I finish The Boys and I'm like, you know what, it's time for TFA Part 4, or if I'm like, you know, it's time for The Last of Us Part 2, or if I'm like, you know what, I really want to talk about Joker, you know, anything could happen.
Anything could happen. But right now, it's on the shelf.
Yeah.
Favorite Ed, Ed and Eddie episode? Oh my god, I haven't seen that in fucking forever.
I couldn't give you a specific episode.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
That's the thing too. It's all like back when I was actually like watching it. So like I didn't know, I didn't have episode names on hand. It was just that. It was just that episode where the guys do fucking retarded shit, and I laughed.
I remember there was a really funny episode with when Ed had a little pebble in his shoe, and that made him incredibly angry and hostile.
Oh.
That was really funny. Like, I remember just like Eddie was telling him to stop being such a crybaby, and then he grabs Eddie, throws him into a tree, like, and he gets wedged in it. That was pretty funny.
What is the item you're using to chomp that NPC? How get? Isn't that the default sword?
Called the Dark Hand. You get it from when you get the Lord Vessel from Guinevere. Don't put it on with Frampt. Instead, you got to unlock the fight with the Four Kings, and then you'll still have warp, so don't worry. And then when you beat the Four Kings in the Abyss, Karth will show up. He's like evil Frampt or whatever. He's the one who tries to
Okay.
convince you to just do the dark vision, and if you join his covenant and give him, I think it's 30 humanity, he'll give you this outfit and he'll give you the hand. I think he gives you...
How nice of him.
Yeah, and the hand can suck humanity out of people.
Oh, alright.
Pretty neat.
Oh boy. I mean, if that's
Nicholas
your thing.
Angel. Yeah, pretty much. Nicholas Angel doesn't kill. Discuss.
Well, I mean, he doesn't kill anybody in the film, at least not that we can tell.
I mean, he purposefully shoots a bear trap to land on a guy's face. I don't know that I would agree that he's anti-killing.
I don't think he's opposed to killing, but it seems like he's trying very hard to make sure that people don't die.
Yeah, like, I think kicking the old woman in the face was probably like, this may very well kill her, but who cares? She's trying to kill me, you know?
Yeah.
Was there any
Fascist.
after? Huh?
Oh, that was a line in the movie. The
Oh
woman.
yeah.
Hag. Hag. And then I love the fight with the priest. Like, I may not be a man of God, but I know right and I know wrong, and I know the good grace to know which is which. Oh, fuck off, grasshopper! Please.
And he pops the guns out of his sleeves and
No!
fires at him.
Yeah. Daddy shoots him. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, and they
then
often
the
get shot
doctor.
in the shoulders a lot of the time.
Yeah. Oh, man, then the doctor, goddamn, like, Dr. Atkins, no! Shut up, Daddy. I brought you into this world. Seems fitting I should be the one to take you out of it. Now, drop your gun. Shoots him in the foot. You're a doctor. Deal with it. Yeah, motherfucker.
Film's fantastic.
Hot Fun might be my favorite movie. So, like, it's between it and Saving Private Ryan. It's a chuckle between those two. Love that movie.
So I think I lost track again. These are. Chat's really scrolling.
Damn you, chat.
If you get a moment, no, you don't got a moment now. That motherfucker.
I think I'm safe for now. What was the last one you read?
That's how they get you.
Uh-oh.
I see Dick Splash. TFA Part 4,
Oh, yeah,
Ed and Eddie. There we
it's-
go.
It's yeah, Nicholas Angel doesn't kill, discuss.
Oh.
Any after that?
Scrolling down, hitting copy and paste. Does this help? Somehow?
All right. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm not behind. Okay. I just wasn't sure because after, like, I try to go back and find where the last one is and then scroll down from there, and I didn't have a reference, so I wanted to be sure. We're still good.
Oh, I think we did skip over a couple, actually. Because you got, I've been loving Twin
might be right.
Peaks. You seen it, Mola? I think I saw the movie, was it Catching Fire? I can't remember. Something with fire. No, Catching Fire is fucking the other thing. Hunger Games. It's something to do
Catching
with
Fire is Hunger Games, yeah.
I saw that, and I've seen a lot of the RLM coverage of Twin Peaks as well.
Well, I hear Twin Peaks was like a cult classic, right? It was like the first, it was like kind of a pioneer, right, in terms of serializing stories?
Yeah, it's pretty neat, and a lot of people consider it inspirational. Fire Walk With Me, that's what it's called.
Here's one I did
The only
miss.
other one I see that you might have missed was EFAT Movies for Return to Oz, which, yes, that will happen.
Yes. Mahler, thoughts on the objective nature of Fringy having the big gay?
He does.
He does.
Objectively.
Alright.
Yeah, I never said it was a bad thing.
Yeah, man. Exactly. How would humanity have gotten this far if we didn't listen to others and had a better grasp on certain subjects in the area of expertise without discussion? Shaking my head. I even gave an extreme. Hold on, it's a part 1. I even gave an extreme compared to democracy, and the rest thoughts. Oh wait, that's 3. Where did 2 go? Where did 2 go? Hold on. I'm finding it. Here it is. I even gave an extreme to him. Not sure if it was the right one. Okay, so by your logic of consensus means good/bad. If 7 billion people said fascism is a good system, compared to democracy, and the rest thought otherwise, that means fascism good, right? He couldn't come up with a good rebuttal on that one's other than a straw man after that.
Wait, so is the idea that like good isn't defined by what most people say, or because good is defined by your standards, right? Like so like I.E in my standard, personal autonomy is super important. So like democracy is really important to me, but if your standard was, I don't know, like the most efficient state of governance, then maybe you could justify like dictatorships or things like that.
Something
Or
like
authoritarian regimes. It depends on your because remember, morality is subjective. So,
yeah.
you know, I think my standard's pretty good, but it is just my standard.
If a video game was made and based on the Great Emu War, what genre of gameplay would that make? Would make that game
man,
great? FPS, RTS,
I really like the idea of like I really like the idea of an emu game, like a Great Emu War game that is like an XCOM game. So like you're playing as Australian soldiers, and and you know, like you spawn in. I really want to do something with like the Great Emu War, like at some point in my life. I really want to do something with it.
Make it a killing floor title.
Well, I mean, you could do a lot of things. You could do it be like a Left 4 Dead kind of thing, or you could have it be a real-time strategy game, or like a turn-based strategy game. There's a lot of.
Although the point of the Great Emu War wasn't to actually kill them, right?
Well, it would be like if you made a hypothetical. Like, imagine if you, I don't know, like it's the second Great Emu War. The emus have returned, and it's set in the modern day, and it's like a war to save the country. And then you have like the emus as the enemy faction, and have. Like, you know, you play as the protagonist, of course you do. You play as the Australians, trying to, like, defend the country from these emus.
Because I was under the impression that the point of the Emu War and the fact that it was so rough is because they weren't actually trying to kill them, right? They were trying to fence them off.
The purpose of the Emu War was... damn it, I died. After World War I, a bunch of farmers came back and got given land out in Western Australia. And it was, they put it there, and they thought it was really cool. It's like, yeah, there's a great space. And then they found out that emus migrate through that area and just destroy all of the crops. So, so the plan was they bought a bunch of Lewis guns, to whittle down the emu population, and it was ineffective. They couldn't. There were too many of them. And so they gave up. And that's how we lost the Great Emu War. We just gave up. There were too many of them.
Damn, Rags died. Yeah, me and Rags just had a battle and I killed him. How it works.
Yep. Did you just fight the wolf, man?
The thing is, Rags using a sword. If he had a gun, if Sif had a gun, things would have gone differently.
Just imagine that. It's a big old magnum, and it's like every time it fires, it kicks his head back, something fierce. As someone who is pursuing astrophysics, let me try that again. Astrophysics, I can't get over the black hole thing of Man of Steel. It literally makes zero sense and beyond idiotic.
It's absolutely acidine. Like it's fucking ridiculous that they would invoke a black hole and then just pretend it doesn't work at all like a black hole. It's like, why didn't you call it something else, you fucking idiots?
Just call it something else, yeah.
Hello everyone. Thoughts on the Mortal Kombat trailer? Also, Mauler Play Neo. We went over it. We'll take a look. And as for Mauler playing Neo, he did a little bit. Hasn't beat it. Doesn't have a strong preference for it, but he enjoyed it.
So this guy doesn't have any souls either, huh?
Yeah, I have to imagine friendly NPCs just don't have any.
Well, this guy's not friendly.
Well, didn't he just kind of stand there
Also,
and not do anything
like
until
I said,
you attacked him?
According to chat, Soleil gave me 5, so that's friendly.
I have to imagine that they just, you know, I just have to imagine they had made a mistake.
Oh no, there's more of them, and I don't have good.
And you have no heals. You got no Sunny D.
I got my humanities though.
It's true, but that's not a healing item, so you better run.
Oh, that's true. Just want a hug. A spooky hug. Oh no, this was the wrong way. This is very much the wrong way. Oh no, it's this guy.
Trying to declare the war on birds? Why? Why? What do you mean? What, all birds?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Well, I guess I shouldn't judge, right? Because we declared a war on birds and lost.
They're just defending themselves.
Well, that's why you take so much
Defending-
issue with it. It's like, don't, you'll lose.
Oh, apparently sparrows. Now I don't know. I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, all right. What they ever do to you except exist?
That's offensive.
The Snyder Cut is a fan movement that was only allowed to succeed to be used in an example so that fan movements can or will be ignored going forward.
Do we really think that they were doing that big brain thing of like doing a fan movement for something that sucks? And then people like, wow, fans are retarded, they don't know shit. Like, we never have to justify it. I feel like they just do it if it makes money. I think that's the reason
Also,
why
if
the
that was
Snyder
the
Cut...
point, that point's already been made. The Snyder films have been really bad, so wanting more of them is already stupid. If he pulls out a great movie, that's just going to be like, oh wow, what were the odds?
Could happen.
Yeah.
GeoWolf says it would be a quadrilogy for cars. Don't forget Pixar's Planes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Ugh. That was Pixar.
Planes. Yeah,
Almost
well,
forgot
I
that
think
existed and that it was a
somebody else.
Pixar movie. Was it even a Pixar movie?
I think, well, I know that it has to do with cars, but I don't know if Pixar themselves were.
I feel like Pixar didn't
involved.
do that. I gotta look into that. Planes. Well, the ratings are bad. Just,
Oh, who'd have thought?
no.
Craziness.
Disney Toon Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures. It's a spin-off on Pixar's Cars franchise despite not being produced by Pixar. Ah. So it was co-written and executively produced by Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios, then Chief Officer John Lasseter, who directed the first two car films. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, so it is their fault then. Okay, that's fine. That's all I needed to know. Is it their fault? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't by Pixar, but it was still Disney. Interesting.
Well, I mean, if Pixar co-wrote it, then they're responsible for the writing, and that's, yeah, then they're
Produced
accountable
by
for
Pixar.
that.
The film was co-written. Yeah, all right. Guess we can. Yeah, there you go. The meme repository asks, "You winning, son?"
Oh yeah.
I like how that's just the meme of you winning, son. Like, playing video games. As you get grabbed by Sarah Lon's shitty grab.
Oh.
It's like, I
One
was.
day that will happen again. I restream that game.
Man, that'll be a fun
It'll
time.
be an event. As long as I'm not alone, I'll survive.
Hey. Title drop. Justice League. The EFAP cut. Voiceover. There is no reason not to farm rhinos. Don't you think, Longman? Jaker.
Jake. I mean, I'll pay for that. Yeah, I'll watch that movie.
Well, give me $70 million. I'll make a 4x3. I'll do all the 4x3s.
It'll be black and white. It'll be sepia tone.
It'll be called Justice's. No, EFAP is Grey Edition. That's right.
Yeah,
I think
it'll
you guys-
be gray,
Yeah,
and
we-
it'll
we
have
would- we'd
chromatic
have a
abrasion on
line-
top of it.
We'd have a line from Fringy at the end where he's like, "Don't you think the world's gotten a little too grey?" And then
Kill
it
me.
cuts to grey.
Yo, what's up, Mahler? Huge fan of your content. Your friends are cool too. I'm
Aw.
new to EFAP series, but I've seen most videos on the Mahler channel. LOL, appreciate the content.
Hey, glad you enjoy it. And yeah, a lot of people who watch the Mola videos are like, "Wait, what? He's been making shit tons of videos on the second channel." Oh my god. And there's usually some topic that you're going to be interested in. You just look at them and be like, Someone thinks Lord of the Rings trilogy is bad, and he talks about it with Ahmed Skeptic and a bunch of other people. Yeah, I'll check that out, you know? Why not? Bun on the bun.
Bun on a bun. And all caught up. Yay!
Excellent.
Do an audio drama. One audio drama of EFAP Justice League.
Why not?
Wow,
Pussy.
that could be funny.
Make it one by one.
Make it one
One
by
by
one.
one.
It's just one line of pixels.
Yeah, the only way you can view it is through those old viewfinders back in the 80s.
Look, it makes sense, guys. He was inspired by Seven Samurai, so it makes sense to just literally do the same aspect ratio. It's not like our standards have changed in that time.
No kidding. The guy who said Earth is not habitable and the world is redundant reassured my decision to become a scientist. Combat such idiocy.
Hey,
I
look,
wonder how that guy feels about that meme.
he simply meant it in a way that wasn't what he meant, okay? Makes total sense.
You can change your outfits in the door that is below the oh. Yeah, I wish I knew. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna restart my run. I wanna get some new digs.
Cruella trainer just dropped. Cruella trailer just dropped. Is Joker plus feminism? Yeah, that's what I got from it too.
I've not seen it, but I can believe it.
Oh, you didn't. I linked it to you. You didn't see it?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna. I decided that it'll be. We're gonna try and record a thing for it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tomorrow,
cool,
I think.
Cool.
So, not that you can spoil a trailer, but yeah, I just
Well, that's the thing. It's all like at first, like you clearly haven't seen it yet, and so I like linked it to you, and like I guess that line that says "I am woman, hear me roar," and you're like, "I'm sorry, what?"
I didn't believe you.
So now it looks like we're doing it. So I guess they're doing a trailer reaction. I've already seen it myself, but the crew who haven't yet looks like they're gonna do some covering on it. So stay tuned.
That'd be great.
As for me, looks like that's exactly what they're doing. So there you go.
Yeah, don't worry. There's so much stuff that's already recorded, just needs working on for EFAP. What I'm saying is, if we were all to die, you'd still have a bunch of EFAP content to come out. So don't worry about it. That's
it's in there somewhere. It'll come out.
You're like George R.R. Martin, you do everything else but finishing your Star Wars reviews. No, I don't. I do everything but finishing the Star Wars reviews, the Game of Thrones reviews, the Joker one. It's funny because people always look at it as like, it's been promised. It's like, I mean, I'm just gonna work. It's gonna be on something. Don't worry, it'll come out. If you think about it, TFA Part 4, 5, and 6 could be out, but then everything else that did come out might not be out. Is that a better world? I don't know. Don't know.
Using a humanity to heal. Are you one of those good at Dark Souls people I hear so much about? Also, I like big fantasy doors.
I use
also,
them
tell Rex hello.
In like all of my runs, I use them. Like, I don't understand how, because he's just like, they don't really count. It's like, how do they not count?
They full heal.
They're really good for healing. And if you wanted to make the argument again, look, they're like, no, they're precious resources. It's like, fucking new players won't know that.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like you can farm like those little babies outside of Nito's dungeon before you step on inside. You can farm the shit out of those with humanity.
The DLCs are literal humanities tomato and take the humanities. And hey,
yeah.
You know what? I can suck humanity out of people now apparently. So
yeah,
how about
that? That's in the game too, and that's before the DLC. So there you go. There are 2 instances in which you could farm humanity that is not DLC related.
Even if there was only 20 of them in the game and you got 10 near the beginning, I'd be like, well, that's a healing item. The fact that it's limited is kind of a good thing. I mean,
yeah, pretty much. Wouldn't want a life gem situation.
And I completely agree. I'm afraid whether or not I concede Dark Souls is the best of the lot, like mechanically, it has the best healing system. Fucking beautifully balanced.
Let's see. Favorite Ed, and Eddie episode is the one that's an Alien parody, the one where Ed sticks the rest of the kids to the wall with his the wall of his room with cereal. It's funny. I haven't seen Ed, and Eddie in such a long ass time. I completely forgot. And it wasn't really like I didn't really sit down and tune in, think like, yo, Ed and Eddie's on. It was more like like, you know, you just leave the TV on for atmosphere, and then Ed and Eddie shows up, and you're like, oh, cool. I remember the show was not bad, and in fact pretty funny. places. So, wouldn't mind a third channel
man,
where
I
you
just
could
realized-
just dump the raw and edited version of stuff.
New Game Plus, you won't be able to have Iron Tarkus beat Iron Golem probably, because Iron Golem will be really strong, right?
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
What's a good remake you've seen?
In terms of movies, really hard to tell.
Yeah, because video games, there are some good ones.
Yeah, like the Resident Evil remake. Oh, that's a masterclass remake.
Somebody saying The Thing. You gotta be kidding me. Really? You think The Thing remake? Really? Okay.
Yeah, they do, and they'd be right.
The Thing remake.
Mm-hmm.
The one
I
from
got a
2011.
Kappa face on me right now, because you're wrong, but you don't know why.
Is it because the thing, the thing, like the one that I think is the original isn't?
Mm-hmm. The remake.
Ah. Oh, well that counts.
Remember,
then.
the
Yeah,
thing
sure.
from
I always
2006 isn't a remake, it's a prequel.
Right. Well, actually,
Really
hold on.
bad
I'll be back in a
prequel, but still.
I will be back momentarily.
Somebody mentioned Dread. Does that count?
I don't know, because if you have an adaptation, and then you have another adaptation down the line, is that new one a remake of the old one? It's like, I don't know. 2011? Oh, sorry, I thought it was 2006. 2011 thing, I guess. Whichever one from the modern era.
Dark Souls 2 had an issue I don't think has been mentioned. Sometimes enemies would survive a combo with 1 HP left and then would kill them. I tested this on dogs near McGruff with very steady results.
Survive a combo with 1 HP left that would kill them. I did not notice that one. But yeah, that sounds pretty frustrating if true. As is the experience of Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, that's pretty much just Dark Souls 2 summed up. The 2011 thing was a prequel. Okay.
Yep. I wanted to protect that old Fringy there from in future. I don't want him having to deal with the fact that he says openly in conversations about the thing that the remake was bad. He'll be like, excuse me? Fuck you say? Now it's time to battle Quelaag, but with my super uber OP outfit, even though, really honestly, I don't even know that I will be able to beat her as easily because it's New Game Plus Quelaag.
Use your hand and give her nibbles.
I'm gonna apply fire
I know you
to my
can't, it's just
sword,
funny though.
even though she's like a fire spider.
And then it works like amazing.
I was gonna say,
It's kind of like in Neo, how in Neo there are these blobs of water, and their weakness is fire. So it could happen.
shouldn't their weakness be ice?
I thought their weakness was lightning, but apparently it's fire. So whatever.
I remember the good old days where ice beats water, water beats fire, and fire beats ice.
Yeah. So I'm working on a sketch of you and Fringy right now. Look forward to it. Also, if you were to create your own superhero cinematic universe, not DC or Marvel, what would the genre story be?
You mean general story?
What would be the... Yeah, he just said general story.
Because I was gonna say, I don't know what genre it would be. I probably want to have the chance for it to be multiple. But, the general story, it would probably just be close to trying to build up a bunch of heroes at different sort of aspects of life, in terms of some are really rich, some are really poor, some turn from hero to villain, some from villain to hero, some are dubious from the get-go. Want to get the whole thing fleshed out. Probably plan the cosmic element ahead of time. Maybe get your everything sorted in terms of how the world slots into place before you start doing all reveals.
What are you talking about, sir? I missed this.
How would you set out your own sort of superhero MCU, but not locked to any particular IP?
Oh, like if you were doing wholly original characters.
Yeah. So like broad stuff.
I think probably it would be a good idea to know who your strongest character is going to be so that you can sort of get an idea of what your stakes will be at maximum, and then maybe work backward from there. I think the big thing would be, if you want to tell a really big story, is you don't necessarily need to know exactly how it's going to end, but you should probably start with a good idea of what you want the journey to be for the characters. At least a couple of the important ones, maybe not all of them. Think about, I guess, on a more technical level, think about like what the world would be. Is it like it trying to do kind of like a contemporary world? And I guess tonally, do you want this to be like a serious universe where like the existence of superheroes has real consequences?
Yeah, I probably want to go serious
or do you want to
before goofy or campy or...
I'd want to go
comedy.
serious for sure.
And yeah, I would probably borrow a lot of different storylines, as in like I would probably want a world or a universe that has some kind of larger threats and smaller ones, and then try and figure out the timeline of how they would have been. Not only in what order would they attack, or at least interact with Earth, but justify why it is that, let's just say, the equivalent of Galactus doesn't show up until way after Thanos, until way after Loki, etc. Which they tried to do.
It is kind of, yeah. Well, I guess if I were doing it, I'd only ever want to do a superhero world where, like, it's actually pretty low stakes, I think. I think I'd only want Batman types or Daredevil types. I wouldn't want anybody who's exceptionally superpowered like Superman.
I would want a Superman. I would also want an evil Superman. Like a not Superman as in, like a Homelander. I want characters.
Right.
I probably want the full spectrum, to be honest with you, but at the same time, you've got to be careful. I think maybe I'd start the universe with the first person. I might go the X-Men route, make it a mutation in genetics that people just start to develop.
Right, yeah.
Or you could do it,
that's
the Flash
what I
way,
want to do, yeah.
or the Smallville way, where they just, something happens and it gives superpowers to a lot of people, like a sun flare attacks the
yeah,
Earth.
it's usually as a solar flare, because I'd like to do this at some point, like a post-apocalypse superhero thing where like a bunch of people get powers and the world just immediately falls apart because of it. Like, you start having people form enclaves with, like, superheroes and committing genocides against, you know, people who are inferior or anything like that. And yeah, it's usually just solar flare. It's like, well, what would it be? I don't know, some crazy space thing. I don't know, fucking...
Let's see. I lost it. There are two different mobs in Neo. One is water and one is poison. Water is weak to lightning, poison is weak to fire, just to clarify. That is not correct. That is very incorrect.
Ah.
And I would like to cite Umebozu. Umebozu of World 2 Final Boss. He is a giant water penis. He is not a poison type boss, and neither are the mobs around him or within the level. It's all water based, and he the boss, as well as his ads, are weak to fire. He's actually resistant to paralysis and poison. So he is a water monster that is weak to fire. He and all the mobs in that level and onward. So, sorry, I played Neo.
Here's a question. What do you think about Elon Musk? Not any of his opinions or Tesla, but how thick he be getting.
I was wrong. Both are weak to fire. I admit mistake. Hey man, it's all good. Hey, I love the shit out of Neo. Okay,
I admit mistake.
I admit mistake.
Last time I killed her, I lost to Ceaseless Discharge, so maybe if I don't kill her first this time, so the chat can't... You can't minority report me, guys, okay? Just because I haven't killed her yet doesn't mean I have to suffer yet. If I kill Ceaseless Discharge first... And by the way,
true, you gotta do it.
The last bonfire I rested at, I think, was Filing Shrine, so my bone is gonna act as a warp if I get this right.
I guess you guys don't have any opinion on how thick Elon Musk is getting.
How thick he's getting? I mean, he's like a... I don't know how to rate a meme lord. Like, he's like fucking around, isn't he?
He is a funny individual. I like him a lot. I just like that the richest man in the world is a meme lord.
Ceaseless Discharge is the funniest name, what the fuck? Yeah, I know.
Now that I think about it, yeah.
Ceaseless.
The fact that it's ceaseless if it had ceased, it would be okay. It would just be kind of funny, but the fact that it doesn't cease is hilarious.
Do throwing knives activate him? Find out.
What was the moment in your BoJack rewatch that you realized the show was bad? So, when we were watching it, I was really excited to get to the underwater episode. I was really like, because up until that point, things weren't going so well. I was like, I really liking the underwater episode. And then we got to it. The underwater episode is season 3, episode 4. And we got to it. And as I was watching it, I was even personally starting to notice some issues. And like, but then I was like, no, but still, like, I really like this episode. And then we got to the end, like, so, Waller, what'd you think? And I think you started rattling off a list of all of these problems with that episode.
Are you talking about the water one or another one?
Yeah, the water one.
Yeah, the water one was a little sad for me because, like, you'd introduced it as a good one, and I was like, I'm gonna pay super attention to this, so I can...
Yeah.
I think I said this to someone at some point. I was just talking about how, like, with stuff like this, it's like, I want to pay attention so that I can watch the show you're presenting me and feed back to you what I think is working about it, because I know that that'll be fun for you as well. And so I was like, I'll make notes, and I was like, oh man, this isn't working. This isn't working.
Yeah. Because even when I was watching it, I remember when the gravity wasn't working consistently in that episode. I don't think... It was one of those moments where I'm like, something's wrong here, but I'm not, like, saying anything about it. You know? Like, it's like, I don't know what's happening. And then I think 4 episodes later, I just started rattling off all of the problems that I was having with everything I'd been seeing so far. Because we didn't get to have, like, when we were watching Buffy, once we started getting to the really good stuff, we could actually have conversations about it. You know, that's like the fun part of watching shows with people, is being able to talk on, you know, movies and anything. It's just being able to have conversations about what's working, why it works, and what you like so much. But after every BoJack episode, we're just like, so next episode? Because there was nothing to talk about. Because it's so vapid.
Yeah.
And then once we got to that, we hadn't talked about anything. And then
we had
I
a
just
problem
started...
of several episodes being watched, and it'd just be like, next one, next one.
Yeah, next one, and I'm like, it's gonna get better, and it's like, but it's not getting better. It's actually kind of getting worse.
It's sinking.
Yeah, it was, and then I think it was about episode 7 or 8. I just spent the whole episode shitting all over everything. I was just like, I got to the point where I'm like, this isn't gonna get better. This is the show, clearly. And then, so yeah, by season 3, that was when I was turning on it. And by the time we were on season 4, both of us were just actively crapping all over it. Everything that was wrong, it was just like, yep, that's stupid.
Like, for example, the episode where, I'm trying to also kind of remain spoiler-free, but person of interest in his history dies. That sums up like 4 different deaths.
Yeah.
A younger girl, I guess, that's to narrow it down.
Yeah.
It's like when you're done with the episode, like the second it was done, it's just like, okay, so there's things that are working, and then there's loads of things that are not working, and it's like unfortunate.
Yeah, because that's the thing is, I think what I had done with BoJack was I had almost invented a show based on what it could have been, because there are things about BoJack that could have been really good, but they just weren't executed at all. Some really great ideas, but the one thing I highly disagree on your BoJack criticism is the parents being cartoonishly evil. There are parents in life that are as cruel as that.
That's not.
I don't believe.
That's the point, though.
No.
It's
Think about what purpose they serve in this story. The whole idea is that BoJack is a really bad person because he had a bad childhood, and the means by which this is facilitated is a parent who says, "I wish you weren't born, so smoke that cigarette that you shouldn't be smoking."
Yeah, like the idea that thing exists in real life, therefore it's totally chill to have it in your story. I'd just be like, okay, so I can just appeal to, like, the scenes are, hey BoJack, I don't like you. Okay. And that's it, and then we cut away. And wouldn't you, as a viewer, be like, oh, that's weird? And I go, well, people say that in real life.
People say that, yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's like
think
the
about,
whole-
like, the purpose it's serving, you know?
Yeah, it's like the whole, oh, humans make mistakes all the time, therefore bad writing okay, you know?
Just,
Yeah!
Yeah, it's
Like,
pathetic
go straight
in
back to
terms
that
of,
all
like,
over again.
They're not
Yeah.
even... like, it's just categorically much better to have a complicated abusive parent than I don't like you.
They're
I wish you were
comically
dead.
evil.
Go away. Lol.
Yeah.
It's like Cruella de Vil. Something like that.
And then the dad as well, like, you were born, and because of you, I didn't get to write my book, and that's your fault that I didn't write my book. So, you know, you saw me cheating on your mom, so I won't tell her. Like, this is insane. Like, this is unbelievable.
I hate to, I always want to appeal to it, 'cause it's just the offhand, really good example, I think, that, there's a certain relationship between a father and son in a certain show. And you can tell he's incredibly damaged as a result of that particular father's parenting, but the way that the abuse is delivered is so incredibly complicated. Like, constantly searching for the father's approval, and so he'll do things well, but every single success is, like, undercut. So the father would just be like, you came first in your group in that test at those times, though there wasn't a lot of competition.
Yeah,
it's
stuff like that.
It's just left like that, and you're like, right. And it's just constant is the point. Constant. So
I think that's the problem when you compare it to like BoJack. BoJack has a very juvenile perspective on
Abuse?
I guess the cycle of abuse. Yeah, and that's like what the show is about. You know, so it's kind
this
of
is
a
what I mean.
problem.
Like, I don't know how else to translate this, but when it's like flashback time and he's playing with his toys, and then his dad comes home drunk and is like, "Fuck you," and then his mum is like, "God, if you weren't here, my life would be better." It's like, okay.
This is, yeah, it's just, it's not. It could be better. Sorry. And again,
Neo games are
remember
my
you.
Oh.
No, that's all right. Actually, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Now I was just reading another one. Neo games are my favorite. I play them while EFAT plays.
Hey.
Yeah. I enjoy it too. I haven't finished Neo 2 yet. I got it on PC. I'm slowly going through it. I'd be playing it right now if I wasn't working, but I'm over here editing at the same time. My weapons are the fists and the odachi. You don't have to super chat this one. You've done plenty already, but if you tell me your weapons, I'm curious.
Somebody said in Mewlbschlie chat the Dementia episode was pretty well done. Was it? Which one was that? Was that the one where the mum of the mum gets her brain cut out?
Oh, fuck me. I hope they're not referring to that one.
Yeah, because that episode was pretty horrendous.
That was what the lesson is: don't love people because it makes you sad.
Yeah, and that's said overtly to the daughter. That she just point blank says it. And somebody's saying, I mean, not that I disagree, and not that I've even seen BoJack, so I can't defend it if I wanted to, but doesn't that mean stories should prioritize realism or functionality? Does that mean stories should prioritize realism or functionality? I think that there's a healthy middle ground, because you need to... I think it's the idea of, like, when you're writing characters who speak, like, people don't speak in a way that they do in movies and, like, books and stuff. People say things like and don't know exactly what they mean to say. And I think there's a balancing act between having characters behave in a realistic way, but also having them behave in a way that is expeditious for the sake of the narrative.
I think I have an answer that can probably help this. So, why would it be meaningful for your parents, people in chat, to say, I fucking hate you? It's probably not going to be because they've been saying that to you your entire life. It's going to be set against something else, being a consistently rocky relationship, and so that would be a valley, if you will, or one that's really good, and this is the first time I've ever said it, so it's incredibly shocking. To cut to his flashbacks and they're just constantly assholes, to me I'm just like, these are barely his parents. I don't know. Like, it's such a disconnected and weird sort of snippet, and it also doesn't really paint much of a picture for me. It's just that his mother was told when she was young to, like, not love because her mother loved and resulted in getting a fucking lobotomy.
Brain chopped out, yeah.
And so she's, like, abusive, and then her husband she married because he was, you know, they fell in love, but he's more focused on his writing, and so their relationship fell apart. And this is what I mean in a broad sense. It's like, I can see pieces, but what I just described is most of the information we get. So you just don't, like, what I think we needed was way more time to understand the relationship beyond they were assholes. You're like,
well, yeah, because, I mean, I think the big thing is, if we got rid of a lot of the supporting characters who are worthless, We could have spent a lot more time on BoJack and his family. Get rid of Todd. Get rid of Mr. Peanut Butter. Get rid of Diane. I think you could keep Princess Carol and you could do something with her. But
don't
I
get
think,
rid of Todd and Mr. Peanut Butter.
Fuck
well,
'em. Fuck 'em.
like they're not even characters. Like
Fuck 'em.
Todd isn't a character. He's just, hey, I go on crazy adventures. Look at me.
But he's Mr. Pinkman.
Yeah, sure. Well, we can
I know.
we can rejig it all. All
Moving
right.
him around. I don't care about the show enough.
We can rejig it all. It'll be okay.
Well, I mean,
we can
yeah,
keep character.
yeah.
The other example I was going to give, by the way, was this isn't even in the season that it all pays off, but like the kind of dialogue we were talking about in like the abusive parents. This son tells his dad that he's the leader of a group now. He's been promoted in a job he's been at that the dad didn't even like him being in at first. And the first question the dad has is the position permanent? Which, it's like, that's a perfectly reasonable question on its face, but obviously the information is being told to the father for specifically being like, are you proud of me? And the first thing they ask is, are you going to get fired? And so, of course, the answer is yes. It's as permanent as these things can be, and that's what he says. And then the follow-up question is, weren't you fired before? It's just constant. It's
like,
horrible.
what does that tell you? Yeah.
And,
Whereas if it was BoJack, it would be, wow, good job, BoJack. I hate you. I wish you weren't born. You ruined my life. Fuck off. That would be BoJack. I mean, we laugh, but that's what it would be. Like, it would.
And people are saying,
and then there
Muller,
would
I
be-
swear to God, how dare you? Look at who I am in this game. Look at this character. What did you expect?
Does he look like a good guy?
Oh, he's angry at me and he's attacking me. He's putting his floops on my face. Oh my God.
Apparently, there was a journalist who thought Chun-Li should have been in Mortal Kombat trailer.
Yes,
They're like, where's
yes,
Chun-Li?
that's true. It's hilarious. And they say, like, update on the article, oh, that's not the same franchise.
It's not the same. Well, it's all the Japanese jumping around kicking games, right? It's like,
Yeah,
no, not even that's true.
different thing.
It's the same thing.
Somebody said Todd was a waste of time, always uses filler. Yeah, Todd was basically, if ever you need to fill time, Todd's there, but also if ever you need to get the characters out of a very tricky spot, just have Todd come along and be like, hooray, I'm useful! Like, that's basically Todd.
And
Hooray,
there you go, I
I'm
got two
going on an
humanity from this guy.
adventure.
I'm so proud. And I'm not saying this to shit on you in any way, shape, or form, but the way you remember Todd was that the friendship gets built up and then destroyed as a consequence of the actions of BoJack. Remember that? That's how you remembered the arc. That's like possibly in 1.5 episodes. It's like
I think they did it in and then eventually it was all okay and they were friends again.
Yeah. Because it's funny, I think even Destiny partially brought up at some point that BoJack is one of those shows that just, you know...
The shows that sided for that, yeah.
Yeah, that it
remembering stuff.
Consequence happens, things change permanently, and it's just like, fuck off. Like, it does it.
Well, the problem is he hasn't watched the show, so I'm fine with him
yeah, one of the things he
believing
cites
that,
is one of the
but
characters gets fat and stays fat. It's like, fucking, wow.
That's nothing. Like, I don't know what to say. I feel like Rick and Morty has better permanence.
Yeah.
Wow, no, I don't even feel it. It does, because it remembers that, like, Morty is a different person.
Yeah.
Like, Morty clearly changed, so is Summer. And Jerry. And that show doesn't even try to do what BoJack, the whole point of BoJack is, which is that things aren't neatly resolved at the end. That's like all BoJack is about.
Love the thumbnail, Mauler. Oh, very happy to see you get some use out of it, says Spiny.
Yeah, oh, that could be the person who made it, I think, possibly.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I love the artwork. It's going to be showcased on the next meme fap, and awesome. And I like to put the fan art ones in the sort of Mool streams. Yeah.
By any memes necessary, says when he's gonna play Sekiro.
I don't know. I don't know what's preventing me from doing that, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that question yet. One day.
Maybe it's how they limit your equipment and...
Well, I don't even have that excuse. I've not really touched it. So... Yeah. One day. It'll happen. It's one of those things, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. Big Mitchie says, I know Mahler has said that he doesn't remember a lot of details, but would Fringy, Jay, and anyone else who's seen a lot of BoJack do their own stream responsible to Schaefer-Ellis's video, or responding to Schaefer-Ellis's video?
I did not aware of that video. I don't really want to talk about BoJack anymore.
Yeah, like, you want me to get broad stuff from... The fact that me and Fringy were like, oh, which one is that? Is that the one with the things and the bits and the... Like, we're already forgetting that show. It's
yeah,
a lot of the episodes really blend together after a while. It's
They
like,
do,
up here,
yeah.
It's not
here
just
comes
that.
fucking BoJack again, feeling sorry for himself.
There's
Oh, he's
lots-
gonna abandon the people he loves again.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of episodes that aren't anything.
Yeah, there are a lot of episodes that nothing is achieved. That's kind of the mistake that you make when you think about BoJack, is like, oh yeah, there's like a story that's being built up. It's like, no, there's usually... what was the formula reestablished? Episode 1 sets up like the status quo for the season. Then episodes 2 through like 8 or 9 is just...
Nothing.
that. Again, yeah, nothing. It's just standard sitcom. Funny, nothing's really happening. And then episode 9 or 10 is when the story starts to kick into motion again. Episode 11 is the episode where everything is awful. And then episode 12, everything is back to normal to sort of tease this new status quo for the next season. That's basically BoJack's formula every season except for season 6. BoJack ruins some kind of relationship, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
ruins some kind of relationships, feels sorry for himself, abandons his work and the people he loves, and then goes to
Yeah.
be by himself, and
And
people
then comes
are
back
let
and
down.
nothing's changed, yeah.
Yep, and then do it all again. Just do it all again. This fucking douchey character that just never changes and never fixes anything.
Well, I mean, BoJack is my favorite character in the show because he actually is a character.
One of the characters. Like this
Because
It's funny, so, like,
Diane is unbearable.
yes.
Diane's horrible, yeah. Diane's pretty fucking garbage. Guys, does anyone know where metal has been between 1939 and 1945?
I don't know, man. Why can't I suck on his face? Oh, there we go. Oh man, he actually has stuff to suck.
Cormit the Frog says, who is your favorite character in Breaking Bad and why is it Tuco? Also, how would you rate the show objective quality off the top of your head? Your videos are exceptional. Hi, Fringy and Das. Greetings from Texas. Yeehaw.
I usually
Thanks.
default to it's the best show objectively that we've got for 5
Probably,
seasons.
yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
hard to be that good for 5 seasons.
As for my favorite character, it's probably Walter.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's the best
Walter's
character
really
in the show.
interesting. I
Gus
find
is cool.
myself... Yeah, Gus is pretty fucking terrifying. I liked him. There are a lot of really good characters in that fucking show, man. I'm sitting here thinking of one, and then I think of another, and then I think of another. Like, I like Jesse Pinkman. Saul Goodman's hilarious. I like Hank.
Hank's a cool dude.
Hank is fucking hilarious, and then like at the same time he feels so real. At the same time, it's all like, he starts off the episode saying like, haha, look at the beaners, but it's all like he starts himself off like so cocky and hateable, but then he's like, he really does grow as a person, and he doesn't like entirely change, but you like see a side of him that you kind of become to understand him better. And that's really good characterization
He's
there.
Super normal dude, Hank, and the actor does a phenomenal job when the big stuff starts happening to him.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job. Tuco Salamanca was really interesting. He was like a terrifying antagonist. I love how Walt dealt with him. The only character that I just really did not like too much was Skylar White. Yep, you called it.
Yeah.
Skylar, it's like, it was like, I like understood her for a while, and then like I was like, okay, hang on, now you're being a bitch, and then she's like, oh, now you're working with him. Okay, this is interesting, dynamic, and then it goes back to her like just being a bitch again, and it's like, make up your mind what you want to do here. Come on.
I think that's kind of the interesting thing, right? Because, like, clearly Walt is not a good guy, but he's still our POV character, and we like him a lot. So it's like, you know, like she's opposed to him, so it's already gonna make it hard for her to be sympathetic, despite the fact that she's like.
It wasn't so much I didn't like her because she wasn't working with Walt and calling him out, because any wife who was going through some shit would call somebody out enough. But it kind of seems like her motivations just kept falling apart and going in different directions, and it started to get a little frustrating seeing her keep changing her mind over and over again. She didn't
default to like, well, she's a human being. She didn't know what to do about it, and it's just like, yeah, I know, but it's just
people
annoying,
make mistakes. Yeah. I don't know if I want to call her poorly written, because I just don't feel that I just don't entirely feel that she is, but at the same time, I grew really frustrated with her.
Kind of very hard to like, of course.
Yeah. I did like it when she started getting smart and like working with Walt to help keep his story together, and like Walt learns from her and stuff, so that was pretty cool. But then later she keeps like going, I'm taking the kids, I'm taking this, brah, 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 brah.
Wow, so you think women can't have kids?
That's precisely what I said. Oh my god.
I knew it.
You knew it. So Breaking Bad, one of the best shows, if not the best show I've ever seen in a very long time, yet to be beat. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty tough one to beat, but it's not my favorite.
My favorite.
What is your
Angel.
favorite? Buffy?
Yeah, my favorite is the Buffyverse, basically.
That's fair enough.
Then like a favorite season would be Angel season 5.
Ooh.
I think I'm happy with just saying like Angel is my favorite show.
Gotcha.
Well, no, it's kind of tough. Oh, it's actually tough because every time I'm like, wait, but Simpsons, wait, but like Futurama, wait, but Rick and Morty. A lot of animated shows.
Exactly. Hi guys, has anyone played Hades? Pretty good. It's on my list. Haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah,
I'll get it when it's on sale, but I hear good things.
Yeah, the guys who made the games have not made any bad games.
No, they made Bastion and Transistor, right? That's the same team.
Yeah. Transistor was great shit.
I like Transistor.
I loved it.
I didn't play much of it, but I
loved
like it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mauler, watch Attack on Titan. It's insane how great that show is. I assume that's on Attack on Titan. AOT?
Yeah, I think that's
Probably.
Attack on Titan, yeah. Maybe one day. I've got no real interest in it, but I hear a lot of good things. I really do.
I hated the first season. I'm caught up on it right now, so far as the dub anyway, because I can't watch sub. That's just a personal preference of mine, in the sense that like I just hate having my eyes focused on the bottom of the screen. I can't stand it. But thankfully I think the AOT dub is fine anyway. But first season pissed me off because it kind of seemed like they just weren't going anywhere for a while, and then later seasons actually got me a little more hooked to the point where I wanted to see it through. But the first season was kind of like, oh, terrible things are happening and our soldiers are whimpering and crying on the floor. Let's make a big old 5-minute speech all prepared for them and everything like that. Oh, now we're ready to go. And then they stub their toe and they're back to crying, and here comes another speech, and we kind of repeat this process for pretty much most of the season, where they're just sitting there talking to each other for extended periods of time, and they're like, isn't danger around you? Like, you've been talking for like 10 minutes. Aren't you about to die? So, first season pissed me off. Other seasons were better. That's my take on it. Have you guys seen Better Call Saul? It's slow, but really good. The characters are top-notch. The only thing I hate about it is the season 4 finale. Oh yeah, didn't that end on a cliffhanger?
Well, I think I've seen the first season and that's it. I'm not even sure anymore.
I think I've only watched the first season.
Yeah, I've seen all of them so far. And I think season 4 it did end on a cliffhanger. Like, some shit like ramped up hardcore and then just stops. Like, oh fuck. I'm very angry. I actually had a rant about, last time we were talking about Better Call Saul, I had a rant about that. I don't like Kim Wexler.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying.
Yeah.
Chat were upset with you.
Yeah, chat was pretty pissed at me, but I stand by it. Jimmy's cool. Oh man, Nacho's terrifying. Like, of course he's the Voss guy, of course. So that guy knows how to make a scary, pissed off character without just being a shouty madman. He's got this cold stare that's kind of like, oh, Jesus Christ, maybe I should like stop talking. I don't want to piss this guy off. So Nacho's really great. And some of the other gang. Oh, Mike is great. All of Mike's scenes are amazing.
Yeah.
Like every single scene Mike is in is fantastic.
The actor is fucking awesome and everything.
Yeah, he's great. It's like that story he was telling White Walter.
White Walter.
That story he was telling Walter about no more half measures in Breaking Bad. Like that dude had me hanging on every word. The way the actor was conveying his story about the guy who killed his wife, and that he took a half measure, and that's the reason the wife was killed in the first place. It's like Mike is just the guy's an amazing actor. So credit to him.
So we got an event right now, Mr.
It's Tarkus time.
Iron Tarkus. But this is New Game Plus. What can Iron Tarkus do against New Game Plus Iron Golem?
Okay, well, before you go,
that's too late.
Unless you already went. You already went. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you can read whatever you want.
Well, I wasn't about to read anything. The stream did something weird and cut for a second there, and the quality went down. I wanted to make sure maybe your connection was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be fine now. So, all right, Tarkus, what do you got?
I wonder, like, the summons don't increase potency, do they? The New Game Plus?
Summons increase the life bars of the.
No, I mean, the actual people I'm summoning, they don't get better in New Game Plus.
Well,
do they,
that was
do they?
one hit of damage just now. That was.
It's almost falling off.
Oh, Tarkus.
Look out, Twalky.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure Tarkus is doing more damage than before. Uh-oh.
What is this? This doesn't seem... Is this a Chad move?
I don't think. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think he...
Everyone go Tarkus. Like, guys, Tarkus
It's a strategy, you guys. It's a strategy.
Oh.
I'm sure he's got something figured out.
Oh boy, what a the closest they've ever come in this fight is because Tarkus fucking like glitched out.
He's stuck.
There we are.
Oh my god.
Did it. He did it with that handicap. Congratulations.
Wow,
Mr.
he
Tarkus.
did it. He did it again. Oh wow, he brought the golem down. Holy shit.
Can't be stopped, this lad.
I'm pretty sure that New Game Plus actually did increase his damage because Tarkus took one hit and he lost like an entire eighth of his health.
Yeah, he was hitting real hard with that.
That was nuts.
I'm curious to see if I can summon for ONS. Like, I can't remember who the summon is. I think it might be Solaire, but
it is Solaire, and
see how it goes.
I wonder if he'll still help you even though you gave him lots of smooches. He didn't attack you, so maybe.
I think the summon of Solaire is different from like Solaire in general, you know? I can't quite remember. Also, I think if you throw enough dung pies at Smo, he starts to actually like die. I wouldn't mind checking that out.
Well, bring out the poop. It's time for science.
Oh yes.
Hey Moolers, have you heard or watched Peaky Blinders?
Heard of it, and I'm interested in it. I saw one scene out of context on YouTube, and it was pretty good, but I worry when I do that, because I'm like, wait, is this just the best scene? It's not actually, like, representative of anything. So, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, looks good, and maybe I'll check it out at some point.
Hi, Longman. Out of curiosity for your Star Trek coverage, will you be covering the 6 original series film that takes place between TOS and TNG? Wrath of Khan and Undiscovered Contauri are the best, and The Voyage Home is the worst, and others are meh.
I think we've only ever alluded to a possibility for Star Trek being covered. There's no guarantee of that, and first of all, I would want to watch like all the episodes, which is quite the undertaking, so I don't know when that would happen. Yeah. Maybe one day.
That was called a pleb for my take on Titan. Oh, or maybe because I like the dub. I think that was what it was.
You pleb.
Yeah, I know. I'm a dub pleb. What can I say?
I'm a
I
dub
don't like
pleb
having
as
my
well.
eyes down. I just don't like having my eyes downward the whole time. I want to see what's up on. I want to see what those animators work so hard on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have that problem because I can read fast.
Oh, well, look at
Silence.
you. Look at you. So proud of you.
Mewlbschlie, I have eyes. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, you can still read fast and have a preference for ears because I can't read as fast. Well, I guess you could read fast and then your earballs can hear things.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because you can read like a book faster than an audio book will take to be read to you.
Don't watch Attack on Titan. The manga is fucking the ending. Well, what if anybody doesn't read it? Will that help? I don't know.
God, I hate this bit. It's fucking terrifying. I got 16 humanities that I don't necessarily want to waste, so yeah, I'm a little bit stressed out, you know? It's fine, though.
Another one asks, where do I send Rat to you?
Rat?
Art.
What, just like rat parts or?
No, he's asking about art.
Oh,
Art.
Twitter is typically pretty good. The subreddit is also pretty good, and the Discord's pretty good. If you fired all three of them, I'm probably going to see it.
Ooh. Another one says, long, long man.
Hello.
Why don't you like Kim Wexler? I think it's because of her actress. I feel like her actress kind of has this resting, grumpy face all the time. I went over this last time, but, like, yeah. So, feel free to ignore me throughout this rant because I'm just going to say it again. But I feel like her actress's resting face makes her seem like she's pouting all the time.
Jesus.
So even though she's supposed to be, like, really, like, happy and excited about, like, a certain scene, and on all of a sudden it will come through that she's excited, but throughout, like, when Jimmy's talking to her and stuff like that, she's just sitting there folding her arms and looking like she's just contemplating, like, breaking up with him at all times, even though that's not what she's doing in the end. And just kind of, and, like, all the scenes with her and Jimmy in them are, like, really boring. Like, really, really boring. And just kind of sit there thinking, like, when are they going to stop, like, talking about dumb relationship shit, and when are we going to see more Mike? You know what I mean? Or when is Jimmy going to get in trouble and resolve some of the problems that are hanging over his head? You know, it's like, why do we need to talk? Why do we need to sit in this room with Kim Wexler for 20 goddamn minutes while she just kind of pouts? So I don't think the actress is doing her. I don't know if it's revealed, like, why she is constantly in this pouty face mode, then I'll shut up. But right now, it just kind of seems like that's not really what's supposed to be happening. And it seems like maybe this whole time she is supposed to be supportive, but I'm just not getting it through her acting, so...
Guys, it's time for me to do the thing.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I guess I shouldn't say anything so it doesn't spoil it for you, Das, seeing what happens.
Oh boy. But this is a good part, Mahler, okay? You're just plebbing, I guess.
This is definitely one of those get good parts of the game.
Fuck. I'm just
feel
trying
like
to figure
that-
out where I'm supposed to go.
I feel like that's going to come through in just a moment here. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I'm like totally oblivious to whatever's happening. Over.
He's at. Oh, you did it!
Made it.
You did
Oh, boy.
it! He fell off the building, so it's okay.
Oh, wow.
Just the kind
No,
of
no,
thing
no.
you
It's
want.
the part, Fringy.
The pause.
I don't know what that means. Like,
Are you sure?
I don't.
The get good part, the part that is amazing.
Oh, you wait. What the stupid? Are you in? Where are you?
Dark Spirit
Orlando.
Sith has invaded. Excuse you. I just did an awesome. I've sat at the bonfire, so no mistakes this time.
Oh shit! I didn't even real. Oh fuck!
I
I
wanted
actually
to
don't have a lot of
summon-
health at the moment.
I don't know where a summon spot is though, and I don't want to take
There
too
we go,
long to
that's
summon.
better.
You know what? I want the asshole to come right up to me, Mr. I invade people for the lels. Actually, wait.
Why don't you just jump into the mist?
Well, I was gonna do that, but now I'm scared that I was gonna basically let him catch up to me and then do it, just to annoy him.
Oh, okay.
But all right, I guess we're fine. No one else. This is gonna go great. Yeah, Phantom Sith has returned home. Good.
Bye.
No one
bitch.
likes you, Sith.
Suddenly he super chats. Hey man, sorry about that. It's like, no, sorry I called you a bitch.
I didn't want to, you know, I wasn't trying to ruin the stream or anything.
That'd feel terrible. Oh, see,
Dark Souls.
just like Dark Souls. I was gonna drop some items, but then you left and called me a bitch.
You need to chill out, man.
Oh,
Holy fuck. These guys are probably going... I say probably going down just as I got slammed, so I'm gonna move away. Like, I didn't mean to upset you, okay? Ah, you missed.
Attack on Titan gets better by giving compelling answers to the questions it raises along the way, but it still suffers severely from plot armor and conveniences. Yeah, I agree with that. And there's like, there's a lot of exposition too that I feel like it just kind of, there's a pacing problem with Attack on Titan. I feel the pacing is really off. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the fight scenes look really expensive to make. So that's probably part of it.
Have I applied Dung Pie yet? No. Damn.
Nope. But once you're one-on-one with Smo, there's your chance.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the easiest time to do it. Come on.
Let's see.
Go!
Two-parter from William Morrison. As much as I love Attack on Titan, it is overhyped. It's gotten some big problems, especially in power consistency. Ass pulls being used to patch problems in writing, especially later in the manga, and character writing and world building are main story suits in my opinion, or strong suits in my opinion. Yeah.
this game looks really fun and gay. You mean fun and happy? Because if so, yeah, it's a really fun and happy game. I agree.
Yeah, very fun, very happy, much fun, much happy.
I guess it
Oh.
depends on how well I do against this boss.
Hello, Des.
Oh.
Nice to see you here. Just heard your take on Attack on Titan Season 1. Just curious, is your helmet made of plastic or styrofoam? Any stickers on it?
Well,
Plastic. It's it does better in the heat than styrofoam. And I have no stickers yet.
feels good to
Oh,
throw
shit.
poo at Smo, by the way.
I still.
Oh my god, are you poop? Oh,
I'm
man,
out of
that's.
poop. I think if you have more poop, you can poison him, but I don't
Oh, you
have
didn't have
enough
enough poop.
Throwing shit at me.
That poop has some radius, though. You were getting caught in it.
Sit down. Fucker. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh no, dude, the second I get close to him, he does the fucking AoE. Be nice, give me a
Neos-
chance. Gosh. You know, I'm gonna use the humanity just to annoy him.
Spoilers for Saul, so he's asked me not to read it. But long story short, he does not like Lalo.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
Lalo is a main gang member, one of the main antagonists in season 4.
Wow, I escaped the damage, nice. No, it's such a mean Smo.
Yeah. Lala's interesting. Still like Nacho better. And I think that's just because of his acting, I suppose. Still refining my quiet place script. Besides a reliance on nitpicks, what advice do you have on what should I be avoiding when writing and drafting?
Avoiding.
I'm not sure what you should be avoiding.
Yeah,
Maybe
I guess
rushing?
Redundant,
just
redundant
avoid.
words.
Yeah, avoid redundancies in general, I suppose.
Yeah.
Try and shake it up. You know, you don't want to just essentially have a script that's a list. Try and set some intertwined clips. I know people like it when they don't just hear constant voice. Instead, they hear possibly other voices or just sources of audio, so that you know that it's not just you speaking. It's clearly created that you've got portions where you want to speak and portions where you want to show something, so that it's definitely gets the sense of being crafted. There's lots of we're delving into like there's thousands of pieces of information that could be given in terms of like.
Well, the main thing will be like practice, really, when it comes to the whole idea of like figuring out what to do and what not to do. It's just, you know, the more that you do something, the more you get better at it. Says me, the person who was afraid of drawing because it makes him sad that he's not good enough yet. Just keep practicing. That's
Maybe while I'm thinking about it, I remember there was this one streamer, he goes by Under the Mayo. He loves Doom Eternal. Like, he loves it. And so he decided one day that he was going to cover this one guy who reviewed the game really poorly. And the reviewer kept using the term amorphous blob over and over and over and over again. And you having trouble?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. I just switched over to your stream and you're kind of getting pelted.
All this damage. Fuck. Oh, alright, spite sword, that'll help. Oh, now I've just got two of the same sword. That was stupid. Alright. Let's see.
This place sucks.
Yeah, this place is hard.
Don't worry, I won't kill her this time because I want.
Most hated buzzword in critiques. Ooh. I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's a lot of buzzwords that I hate.
Yeah. Maybe we go
It's
for a
not a
broader
Satoshi
one. Like,
Kon.
one of the things I hate the most is when they try and come up with a new name for something that already exists. We covered a couple people doing that. I guess the quintessential example is when a button does more than one thing is a versatile verb. That's one of the most like, excuse me?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's one of those things, like, I guess the one thing you really do want to avoid is using words that sounds like you just heard it and it sounds good, and then you repeat it, and then it's like really frustrating to hear till it becomes a meme. Kind of like, like versatile verbs or epic, or, you know, just be careful in overusing certain terms.
Yeah, I think about what goddamn word you're using. That'll help. Don't just write shit down that you think sounds right. Think about what the word actually means.
Yeah.
Am I gonna die here?
Movie. The animation is nothing spectacular. No, you're right.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Satoshi
Nearly.
Kon.
Holy shit. Key to the castle. Hey, that's nifty.
Dynamic
sounds
lighting,
important.
yeah, I remember that annoyed me. Whenever someone sees like light and shadow, there's like, oh, dynamic lighting. You're like,
Yes. JMax says, I gotta say, EFAP content has actually been super helpful for me in my writing, specifically as a GM. So much goes into world building and character development, and you guys cover it all. Bit of a typo there. Just chatting to say thanks. P.S. Loved Mahler and Fringy on Stitches and Adam's streams.
hey.
Hey, thanks.
It's a sitch, by the way. It's common. It's like fringy.
Did
fringy.
he say Stitch, or did I just say... He said Stitch. Okay, I'm retarded.
Oh, there you go.
I need to put my plastic helmet on, add some stickers. Because I've already made that mistake more than once. Let's see. Also, thoughts on the hit song Ram's Ranch?
I don't have any opinions, I'm afraid.
That might be a joke. I don't
I'm
know.
assuming so, because I don't recognize it at all.
Yeah, I haven't heard it either. If it's real, sorry. If it's not,
Sorry.
Chuckle.
I'm
don't.
very choked up about it not existing.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it needs to happen. Let's see. Don't feel bad about watching dubs. Personally, I can read quite quickly, but as long as there are words on screen, that's all I can look at. Yeah, that's pretty much the issue for me too. Even though I'll be like finished reading something, my eyes will kind of get stuck there. And some YouTube videos will like pop a subtitle up on screen, and even though I'm watching what's happening on screen and I'm more interested in that, my eyes just instinctively dart to the text. So I know exactly how that is, and you're absolutely correct. That's
Where
how.
the fuck am I supposed to go?
Motherfucker, I hate these things.
Don't worry, Des. I ignored you the first time as well.
Cringe ghosts, a cringe.
Oh, okay. I'm totally lost. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Awesome.
2A, I needs to air anime without graphic butchers.
Oh.
Is that like he wants
Shit.
an anime without graphic violence? I guess.
I don't know.
I'm sure there are plenty of them.
Get spooked. I know.
Toonami, I meant. Oh,
shit.
Toonami, I meant. Should stop butchering the anime. Oh. Oh, is Toonami still a thing? I don't know.
I think it is. Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
Okay, I'm totally lost. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go. Alright, awesome.
Mechanical Foreigner tells me to please watch better anime. I'm sure they're out there.
Ah, God.
All right, Mr. Hang on a minute. Let me make sure I'm not focusing too much on that without.
Fire sword kill.
Oh, that's okay. I've got the key to the castle. Oh! Fuck. It's a fucking enemy. I don't have any heals left, so like, I need to. Oh my God! Move your legs.
Undiscovered country. Sorry about that. Oh, that was back. That was back with the Star Trek thing. I think. Yeah. Gotcha.
Run.
Those ghosts were looking a little long.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
I'm burning the ghost now. That feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. No transient curse required.
I don't know, actually. Is that true?
Well, I mean, transient. Do you not have the transient curse on right now?
No, I definitely consumed one.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe one more for science.
I think there's probably a type of weapon you can get that doesn't require transient curse. I would imagine that's definitely a Dark Souls type of thing.
I really think there is. I just don't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it a boss weapon? I
It
think it might be a
could
boss
be.
weapon, actually.
Throne
I remember
room. This
that.
sounds like a scary place.
They changed the looks to force you to buy Blu-ray.
They changed the... Oh, is that in relation to the anime or whatever?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, infuriating.
Oh, alright, here we go. Yeah, the hand of the king. That doesn't sound... You don't sound like a very friendly man, and you're not getting hurt as much as I would like with my hits.
Wow.
And you're dropping massive balls that explode. And you push me into a pit full of spikes. That's very nice. Thank you.
That's a very nice.
Let's see.
Very
Why the fuck did
some
one
push-
hit knock me off? What the hell? Usually it takes more than one. Come on, game.
I'm now gonna fight his stupid minions. Come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Let's see. Owen Lister just sent my art of you and Fringy on Twitter. Though the crossbow Fringy is holding looks a bit tism. I still have anatomy trouble, but I'm still practicing.
That's okay. I have fucking shit anatomy, so it's probably better one of them. But thanks. Yeah, we'll check that out.
Yeah,
after
definitely.
I kill this boss.
Don't be put off on things looking tism. You got to keep going. A lot of the people that like get into drawing, like they get put off by something looking tism, and then they like freak out and quit. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep going. Go full tism until you get real better.
Yeah, basically that's all and pick up some books on like anatomy. I bought a book. It's sitting on the behind me. I would tell you what the name was, but I'm a little busy not wanting to die, so you have to wait.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is don't give up. Don't give up.
No, don't give up. Never gonna give.
Speaking of not giving up, since this playthrough started, I've been collecting all of the humanities from all of the bosses I've killed. It's like 16 right now, I think. And the people I was sucking face with. I want to give them all to Framt. Framt is unlocked as long as I kill the 4 kings.
Oh my god! Oh fuck!
And I kill the 4 kings if I get the
Framt
key.
is unlocked?
Like I've the 4 kings are available now because I've killed Sif and I've got the Lord Vessel. So I gotta get past the ghost, speak to the spooky man, get the key, go downstairs, and then run through all of the enemies and get to the 4 kings, and then kill them, and then I will be able to talk to Framt. But I mean, these ghosts, man, they are the closest thing in this whole run that have come to stopping me from being able to do the one thing I wanted to happen.
Yeah.
They're very rude.
Very rude.
So yeah, guys, this will be tragic. You know, this will decide it. Will I get them back? Because they're quite far away from me now, which is a little spooky.
Let's see. Are you long boys planning on watching the Lord of the Rings in 4K? I am prepared to get my eyeballs bathed in rat.
I have purchased it. I own it. I simply do not have a 4K television yet, but I shall. Because I wish to have such a thing collected. Because Lord of the Rings is pretty neat. I'm gonna say it. There you go. Controversial take.
Oh, damn. Better be careful saying that shit on the internet. Good luck, Fringy. I'm also playing Dead Cells right now. It says LTRT.
Oh, thanks. I lost, but, you know, thanks.
Guess I should have read that sooner. My bad.
That's all good. Let's take a look at the artwork.
Would you rather have the ability to teleport, but you can't use your legs or invisibility, but now you have Tourette syndrome?
Oh. I mean... I guess it depends on the severity of the Tourette's, right?
I guess, and it's like, would you want to be able to teleport that badly?
Yeah.
If now you are going to be shouting at people and you can't help it.
It's yeah, it's a tough one.
It's like, they're like, so were you born with it? Nah, one day I decided I wanted to teleport. Fuck! Have you heard? Oh, have you mentioned Valheim? Oh, let me start over. Sorry, I'm gonna put this on my other monitor so I'm not reading it so kind of weird angle. All right. Heard you mention Valheim earlier. Probably my favorite game in a long time. Big recommend. Not had this much fun with a game since I was little. Wow.
Jesus Christ, that ghost actually scared the hell out of me. Like, oh, if it hit me one more time, we'd be doing the exact same thing again. I don't know if I can get down there without dying. Hey,
remember, if a poorly drawn comic like One Punch Man can get a superb anime adaptation, then there's hope for your comic. Oh, well, I mean, like, I feel like One Punch Man's success is more of just like a, I guess it just shows the value of good storytelling as much as... I know that this is a controversial take, but like, the writer is still kind of the king in comics. Like, doesn't matter how great your art is if the story sucks.
Well, and that like that adaptation was like a big fat passion project between the guy directing it, and he like brought in some like all-star talent despite the budget, and it was like big fat passion project right there, which is why a lot of people don't feel as strongly about season 2 because that talent didn't come back.
Right.
So yeah, happened.
I mean, I wasn't planning on getting my comic adapted into a fucking anime, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever, yeah, whatever.
By the way, Maniacal Foreigner, there is a 10-minute delay before I see the comment because I'm scrolling up. You gotta remember, I'm editing at the same time I'm sitting here.
I am terrified
I also don't want
running away from an army of ghosts. This is actually scary.
See there, you've got like 5 of them on your ass now.
Was
Also, I don't want to
AFK
interrupt
against
the
no
conversation.
Fringleton wing? No, fucking didn't win. I lost, and I have to do it all over again. Whoopee! Yay!
Just wanted to say hi. Love your work, Mahler. Keep it up.
Why, thank you. Hello there. Guys, I'm so close.
Wait, where are you up to now?
So, isn't this the shortcut? Yeah. I am up to, Oh, I'm just trying to get to Framped. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. See, at first I thought you said Karth, but then I got them mixed up. Framed is the top one, Karth is the bottom one.
Yeah, no, I am trying to get to Karth, sorry. That's my bad.
Can you not get to Karth anymore once you have Framed, though?
You have to give one of them the Lord Vessel.
Gotham High is... Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
When you have the Lord Vessel, you have Warp, but you have to choose to give it to one of... Like, one of them will take you to the room where you place it. And if you can get... It's harder to get to Karth, but he will... He'll take you to that room if you give it to him before you talk to Framt, which you can do. But most people end up talking to Framt because he's really obvious.
Yeah.
This is a little harder to do.
Oh yeah, don't forget to put on your,
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to get there.
I'm fucking dodging! Stop running away! There you go.
We've almost made it, guys. This is just the one thing I wanted to do, okay? Oh, Jesus Christ. They stabbed me. I was like, I'm gonna fall into the abyss. That would be a bad thing. Okay. Alright.
Yes.
Ring swapped. Let us do this. Hey, that was pretty cool. What I just did, alright?
Nope.
Where are you four kings? Aha. Oh. Ah. Oh, I'm doing really bad. Let me consume this, please. Wow, that was just so horrendous. I'm disappointed that I exist.
Fringy, what do you think of Shadow of the Colossus? If you haven't played it yet, why not? It's the best game ever with the most interesting content of any game. Well, I haven't played it, and I guess the main reason would be that I don't know, I was not that old when it came out, and it was on PS2, and I just kind of, I don't know, I only ever heard about it when I was older, so.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it either, and PS2 was very much my generation.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know why I never got into it.
Well, like I said, I didn't know it existed when it came out, so I guess I could have played the remaster, but I don't really touch my PS4 like at all. It's not, I don't use it.
Someone said not so easy a New Game Plus. Could you even remotely assign what just happened as an example of a difficulty rather than just an idiot player? Like, really? Not even the Four Kings. They would look at it and be like, wow, that was something, I guess.
Yeah, that guy who has killed all of our friends. You just slapped him, and he died.
I mean, I've killed them before in this run, so they're probably like, what happened, dude? Used to be something.
Now look at you.
Where did that bring you back to me? You just say that and you're like, what? Wear the Rock's armor.
By the way, Maniacal Foreigner has been giving me giving me a hard time about my anime takes.
Oh, no.
And he was saying that I should watch better anime. Well, let's see. What do you think of the anime that I like? I'm gonna name some off here. There was Full Metal Alchemist, both 2003 and Brotherhood. There's Cowboy Bebop. That was my first anime, actually. I'm glad that was my intro.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia. Psycho Pass. Ghost in the Shell. Ajin, Demi-Human on Netflix. Not bad, but I hear a lot of people say it's like basically just Tokyo Ghoul, which I haven't seen yet. So I've yet to see Tokyo Ghoul yet. Oh yeah, saw Death Note. Well, the first half of Death Note was good, and then it kind of fell apart toward the other half, and then the finale was great. So, no, it's very all of it is very mainstream.
Holy
Absolutely.
fuck! I deal like no damage to the Four Kings. This is gonna be bad. Okay, it's not the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah, Samurai Champloo. I saw that too. Pretty good shit. It was,
I thought I was out of range. Okay, I make this mistake with Smo all the time.
Oh dear.
Lightning. Oh, everyone's recommending lightning. We can go and get lightning. I would need. Oh, what's the quickest way? Oh, I'm gonna have to go down Capra area. I have to like. I'll be risking. I don't know if we can risk that because like if I die, we lose all of the things.
Oh, duh! Attack on Titan. That was there too. Like I said, first season not a fan. Other seasons much better.
This is a really shitty no death run. I agree.
Was that the goal?
No,
death?
I'm never gonna go no death run on Dark Souls. You're weak to magic, not lightning. Oh my gosh. How am I to listen to chat when they have two conflicting opinions? Ridiculous.
Ajin has a weird animation style, but the story is still compelling. Yeah, I agree. And I actually grew to like kind of appreciate how they managed to finally get like cell shaded to work right on 3D modeling. It actually looked pretty damn good. Like I know that company had tried that art style a few times and the characters look like plastic, but it looks like Ajin finally got it right and did a pretty good job. So I liked it. I appreciate what they were doing with it. And Sato is a great villain. So don't watch Tokyo Ghoul, read it. Oh man, who reads anymore? I don't have patience to read.
Ain't nobody reading no
Thanks for
more.
subscribing, Jet McGrath.
Fuck you, Jet.
Hey.
No, not Jet
no.
McGrath. I was just talking about Jet from Jet Set Radio.
Jets in general. Like, just, you see a jet flying overhead, fuck you.
I do hate them, to be fair.
Let's see. Let's see. All great except My Hero Academia, and Psycho-Pass is mad overrated. I will admit that My Hero Academia is kind of losing me, and it's in this recent season. I don't like what they're doing right now, but previous seasons were some pretty good shit. Hunter x Hunter, one of my absolute favorites. All right, I'll take a peek at that at another time. I don't hear a lot of people talk about Psycho-Pass, so. Check out. Let's see. Check out Darker Than Black Season 1 and the OVAs if you like Psycho-Pass. Also, do not watch Tokyo Ghoul. Read it if you can. It's much better. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Come on. His damage is a bit. With. That was 2 hits that did like barely anything.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's quite the range on that move. Hey, come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Ooh, that one probably should have. Oh no, there's a second of the 2 kings. No.
Oh no.
Gotta do it. I gotta do it. You know what? I'm okay with that grab because I kind of ran into it.
You Fooly Cooly. Oh, I remember Fooly Cooly. I remember enjoying that when I saw it. It's only like 7 episodes, but it was happy times when I saw it back on Cartoon Network way back in the day. It was a fun time. My first anime was Sailor Moon, funnily enough. Only great thing about that anime was the theme song. To this day, I still have it memorized.
Yes, there are now 3.
Oh no!
Oh no, the giant purple gloop is coming to get me. No!
The giant purple fluke is coming to get me.
Here comes the flume! Does it ever break? Does it just keep going until it hits something? What the fuck?
I don't know how to escape the floops. Look at this! It's a fucking Roadrunner cartoon. Like,
It won't stop looping.
I don't want to die. I don't even know which of these
It
ones is the
won't stop.
wounded one anymore. Oh, Jesus.
Wait, did the flume finally stop? Oh, I think the
did.
flume finally stopped. And it only took an entire minute of running from it.
It's like a movie. I saw all three of them and I ran in a particular direction, then one of them had spawned and hit me off screen.
Oh, well, might as well find that lightning pine resin and...
I guess so, because this
Try.
sword... Maybe the sword's low on, like... Oh, it's 169 out of 200. It's not exactly low.
Well, I don't know. What's it, is it a plus... What plus
It's
is
a plus
it at
15.
right now? Oh, what the fuck? You should be doing way more damage than that.
Yeah, the only way I
Hooey.
can really... It is a DPS race time, yeah. I gotta try and get them before they spawn.
Yeah, it's...
The frustrating thing... Maybe I should go and get the souls to kind of protect them. I can... If I jump in with the ring of thingy where I can have them when I return. We're gonna go do that, okay, guys?
Do it.
Do it.
It's
gonna be
Owen
great.
Lister. It's gonna be great. Owen Lister says, my taste in anime is a roller coaster. Some anime I watch are classics like Cowboy Bebop and FMA Brotherhood, and trash OVA animes like Angel Cop. Angel Cop?
Angel Cop.
It depends on which mood I'm in. I have no idea what that is.
We have some gold pine resin, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can at least do some science, see if it
Yeah,
works.
let's at least try. I know that... Is there like a magic pine resin? Like there's a... Because...
Well, I think you need a lot of faith for it, don't you?
Doesn't it take your armor off? I got... Wait a minute, why am I not on fast roll? Oh, because I've not got Howl's Ring on, that's why.
Oh.
That could be a good idea at this point, I guess. Unless I switch the rings out, but I want to switch the rings out anyway. Fucking hell, my life.
Did you watch Redline? No, I never saw it.
I don't know what that is, no.
Me
Watch-
neither.
Watch JoJo.
I
okay.
keep hearing that JoJo isn't good now. Or that I
Well-
would hate it.
Well, the thing is, I started, like, I only saw JoJo when it was on Netflix, and they only had, like, a short amount. Okay, chat, could you clear up for me what season it was after they took out those Egyptian guys? I don't remember who they are. But I need to know what season that is, so I know where to start.
Never
back up
understood your
again.
issue with Egyptian people, but... What are you gonna do? Oh. Yeah, let's try going naked and with, pushing the ring to I don't lose my shit ring.
That's part 2, but season 1? Season 2? Okay, a lot of people are saying it's season 2.
Oh, scroll of power.
You would be on part 3. Uh-oh. So it's season 3. Uh-oh. Your guys are supposed to all think and say the right thing at the same time. Oh, no.
Confuse us with your opinions.
I don't know. I'll look a little harder into it. I did start JoJo. I just never watched past that arc because that was all that was on Netflix at the time. I have a hard time just going out of my way for some of this stuff. If it's not like within like a really easy to find spot like Netflix or Amazon or something like that, I tend to have trouble.
I thought that it applies. I didn't realize it did that. We're okay though because I was wearing the ring, right?
Oh
Okay.
dear.
So technically speaking, nothing was lost. We're okay.
Whoopsie. Gurren Lagann is an absolute must. All right, I'll take your word for it. Tell you what, I'm gonna put this shit on a notepad. I'm gonna put this just so I'm serious about this. Where's my notepad? I have a notepad.
Give Habbles back.
Suggestions.
No wait, give
No.
Boogie Ring back. There we go.
I thought people saying Cowboy Bebop was... No. People say that JoJo like is not something that like the JoJo's got a lot of problems with, like, you know, in terms of consistency.
Well, I think a lot of people enjoy JoJo's for its rule of cool, similar to Samurai Champloo,
Right.
from what I understand. And
Yeah.
they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Fucking JoJo's a trip. with what little I've seen, it's a fucking trip.
Rest at Firelink is an excellent point, and I keep forgetting to. I will do it next time, I swear, loyal chatter. All of the divine weapons can kill the ghosts. I see.
Yes, that's what it was. Just heard jet, but heard gent in my head. Look it up in the metal music section, massives. Jet, but DJENT. Last super chat. Beastars has the best cell shaded animation in the industry. Watch it. Watch it. Know there is a good future for 3D anime. Also, watch Monster. I did actually watch Beastars because everybody was talking about it.
That's the one that's basically like Zootopia but edgy, right?
Well, Zootopia, but better writing.
Okay, yeah.
Because Zootopia's message was kind of hammy. Yes, it is good stuff. You can like really clearly see like what characters were not given the 3D model treatment though. Because there are certain characters that when they don't get like when they're just kind of side background characters, you can tell that they were drawn, and it's like mega obvious because they neither got very good animation treatment nor a whole lot of modeling care, but when both characters are sitting still beside each other, you can't really tell, so I think he's got a point.
Okay.
Let's see. But I enjoyed it. I'll probably watch the next one next season when it comes out.
No, why? Stop using magical powers, okay?
Stop using the Shoompy.
Gotta kill him. The other one's here.
Oh! I didn't realize that using electricity for too long caused me damage. That's
it does?
Great. Yeah, it does. You can't use it forever, otherwise you start bleeding.
What
Dude,
the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh. They are spawning
I guess
quick.
the logic would be that if you didn't do that, people would just spam it, right?
Hey.
Probably.
But I want to spam it because it'll make it easier to kill this boss.
I know that feel.
Yeah.
Patrick Willems is wrong. People challenged J.R.R. Tolkien that fairy tales are for kids. Tolkien took up the challenge and wrote Lord of the Rings. The end.
Dude, the pink floomp has just been flying around for ages. Go away.
It's doing circles around you, dude.
Flying around for ages. I want you to hear that. The pink floop has been flying around
for ages.
Yeah. What a
It
sentence.
did circles. That was some nutty shit.
It really was.
Kyle McCrory, ever see the Helsing anime? No, but fun fact. When the Helsing Ultimate Abridged series was made on YouTube by Team 4-Star, I voiced a Nazi briefly, and then I got chopped in half.
Oh. Oh man, I dodged at the right time. Bullshit on that one. I think that's just Dark Souls grabs. Also, I'm alive? Wow, thank you. No! I hit dodge, but it didn't dodge because when you're running, you can't dodge, you can only jump.
Yeah.
Oh,
the one thing Dark Souls 2 did right is change the jump button.
Because, like, oh, that's so sad, because I would have hit, you know, if there were a roll button, I'd be alive.
Yeah.
Also, we've only got one lightning now. Not that I necessarily need those.
Yeah, but wasn't it working? You were DPSing them down now.
Yeah, I also think that's tied to the losing my trousers.
My trousers.
Gives me more movement. Though I don't like losing my shield because that's stamina recovery. How heavy is that shield? 3, which means how heavy are these? Oh, we could probably lose them.
Inferno Cop, the Citizen Kane of anime. That's a tall order.
Oh wait, I got to sit at it.
Not that I've seen
I love that The
Citizen
Last
Kane.
of Us is considered Citizen Kane of video games. I think that says so much about how low the
What,
standards
by
are.
dipshits?
Oh, yeah, I know, but I mean, like, this is what I mean. This is how low our standards are. That it's like a story that would be considered pretty, like, just good in any other medium is considered the greatest that video games has to offer. Despite the fact that a lot of video games from before have actually had more nuanced and intelligent storytelling.
This is DSR. You can rebind the jump button. You can?
Why not go to Fatal Falls DLC? I need to buy Fatal Falls, but I definitely will be because I've been having a lot of fun with Dead Cells again. It was fun.
I'm not even sure what I would rebind it to. I think I want to rebind Sprint. I'd want Sprint to be hold down LS.
Really? That sounds painful.
I mean, you hit it once, not hold it down. Sorry, just tap it once. And
Oh,
then
you click
goes
it?
to Sprint
Yeah,
mode.
okay. That makes more sense.
Because the problem is
That's all
I'm
I-
so very used to using B. Well, then again, fuck it. My mind, I'm not ready to deal with that right now. I'm trying to think of the repercussions of that. This is the problem whenever I jump between Souls games. Is my memory of like my muscle memory, I guess, of you can get me killed a lot. This is the last lightning we have, lads. At least I got the sitting at the bonfire right this time.
Can't you buy more from some vendor?
Oh yeah, but to unlock that vendor, I'm gonna have to go and... I think I have to fight... I wouldn't have to fight Capra, but I'd have to go down that area. It's gonna take a while. I don't think there's any quicker way to get to her. She's the spooky wraith skeleton.
Oh, the same one that spells moss.
Yes. At least that's the one I know to buy from. I'm not sure if there's another one.
Yeah, no, I think that is the only one. I just didn't know that. I just kind of forgot she was the one that sold the pine resin. I just know her as the purple gal that I need to go get to before I get over to Blighttown. So
How far away that is. Give me a second, Mr. Keggs.
please wait for me.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he fell out of fucking gloop at me. Wait. I wasn't ready. Oh no, this is a disaster. Oh, that probably should have hit me.
The thing about JoJo that I keep hearing is how stupid insane it is and that it doesn't take itself seriously. So not well written, but very fun. Well, that's the thing. So like the first season or part 1 or whatever did seem to take itself seriously. And then all of a sudden it went out the window with JoJo Tommy gunning a vampire. So it's like, okay, I like this direction.
Right.
Why would the... Really? It's spawned already? Jesus.
Fringy, did you hear that Neil blocked someone for saying that they prefer The Last of Us 1 to The Last of Us 2? Is there additional context I need to know? Did he say, like, I prefer it also, I hope you die? Like,
Yeah, I have to think that's probably a part of it.
yeah.
Because
I doubt
Like
that
a-
somebody said Last of Us 1's better and he blocked them on Twitter
yeah,
for that.
I respect your craft, but I like The Last of Us 1 better. It's like, you motherfucker.
And then blocked him, yeah. Comes to his house and burns it down.
Sends Abby, beats him with a golf club.
No, did you see the
was
writer
kind
of
of
Last
true.
of Us said, Last of Us 2 coming to Switch, and it was a picture of Mario Golf, the co-writer of The Last of Us. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's funny, but in a, yeah.
Fucking Abby comes to the golf club and kills Bowser in front of Bowser Jr. And then Bowser
Yeah,
Jr. goes
holds
to
him
murder
down,
Abby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, but he doesn't succeed. That's the moral
Yeah.
of the story.
Exactly, and then Abby wins, and fucking killing
Yeah,
Abby's
that's
now a
right.
fail state.
I
It's
do
brilliant.
love how people don't realize that. Like, Abby wins. There is no getting around that. She has won.
Yeah. Any divine weapons or Artorias' greatsword, not the one from Sif, can kill the ghost without the item. Okay.
There you go.
We let you live and you wasted it. It's like, that was a mistake. You should let people... This is a post-apocalypse. Like,
I
you're
also
not
don't
letting
even...
people live.
You wasted it. It's like, couldn't I have said that to you when...
I could have said that to you. We let you live in the Firefly place.
Yeah.
You wasted it, Abby.
Exactly. Should have been more thorough, bitch.
Yeah, if Joel should have been, and it would have saved his life.
Oh, okay, game over. I've lost all of those humanities now, so I would rather just, well, it's okay, guys. We tried, okay? We tried.
Wait, what happened?
I was trying to deliver humanities to Karth, and the only way to do that is to kill the kings, and the only way to do that is, well, I mean, to do that, I kept having to pick up my my lost humanities, but the way I just died was pretty fucking lame.
Splattered on one of those, like, when you're going down the stairs, you see all those stuck-out platforms, he just landed on one.
Unfortunate,
Okay.
but you know what? Reality
like,
is really whatever the quote is.
I was always super concerned about that ever happening to myself, so I always, like, take a ton of time to walk to the bottom stair and then drop off from there. I was too paranoid about dying that way.
Abby winning, isn't that obvious? Abby, no, so like, I think the game's interpretation is they both lost. The issue is that Abby's loss is mostly derived from the conflict that is between, like, her faction and the other guys anyway. Like, I guess you could say, well, I guess Ellie killed a bunch of her friends. It's like, yeah, but clearly those relationships don't mean that much to her. She doesn't seem that choked up about it.
Oh yeah, she bailed on them immediately.
Yeah, to save, and some of her friends probably would have betrayed her for saving those kids. So there's a good chance that it has nothing to do with Ellie, or like it's nothing to do with her. That's the big thing.
Yep.
Her like suffering is not born from any of that, any of like her conducts, in the same way that Ellie's is very obviously like her fault, right?
Right.
Let's
see.
Longsword is 2 weeks for New Game Plus. Get a Murakumo later on. I was trying to do it with Longsword this time, you know. I couldn't just randomly grab a sword and fully upgrade it. What am I? Some kind of magician with swords? I don't think so.
I just saw someone post a Reddit link to Neil Druckmann. Let's see what happened.
If anyone ever says Mahler or any EFAP regular guest should watch JoJo's out of their mind, rules are constantly broken.
Hey, they recommend all kinds of things to us, okay? All
really
kinds of things.
Oh, okay. So yeah, someone said, replying to Neil Druckmann, 1 is better, like way, way better. Somebody else, nobody said it wasn't better. Somebody else, I'm on the fence, but I'd probably land on 2 being better. And then the first guy again, Neil legit just blocked me, dude, all because I said 1 was better. Never thought voicing my opinion would get me blocked. Not like I said anything rude. Oof. Yikes.
Let's see. Can't really put furry sex stuff in a kid's movie like Zootopia. The furry sex stuff isn't what made Beastars better written on their message, dude. No, you're right though. Disney ain't gonna put that in. That's for sure. Although they made. I feel like they knew what they were doing toward the end with those.
They definitely knew what they were doing.
Those sparkly tigers.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing. They just weren't just outright saying it.
Probably between Attack on Titan and Berserk for most well-written manga. That's what I hear. I do hear a lot of compliments from both. Here's my best description of Angel Cop. Think of every cheesy action B movie from the 80s with cyberpunk and characters with X-Men powers. Well.
Okay.
Sounds like quite a ride.
Right indeed.
Hey Molar, I've been watching some of your Resident Evil 7 critique, and in it you said you watched Markiplier. Do you still watch him? No. I haven't watched him for quite a long time now, but I'm sure he's still trucking away, making some wholesome, entertaining content, just not really for me anymore. Hear about Rush Limbaugh dying of cancer? Of course, the tolerant left were celebrating it on Twitter. I think you'll find when anyone dies, you're going to find some foul shit.
You'll find people, absolutely. Yeah. People celebrated Ruth Bader Ginsburg dying. It just happens to every person who's, like, hyper-political.
If you want to,
anybody who's, like, a figure, you will find somebody on the internet who knows that you can't see their face and their name. They will just straight up be happy about it and celebrate it to everybody. It's a disgusting world, this whole Twitter thing.
Concerning. Yeah, it is a bit concerning. But you know,
I try to avoid it with anybody I really don't like. If they die, I'm like, well, that's GG for them. You know, I feel bad.
I guess your reasonable exceptions being like some crazy warlord or something who murders, I don't know, like
if they're active.
Baby ocelots for fun. Like, maybe that might be a little, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may not like what Rush Limbaugh says, but
I think,
he didn't murder baby ocelots, to my
I think
knowledge.
To my
I think the
knowledge.
most important thing when it comes to celebrating people's deaths, well, so okay, so I think the idea is like when it comes to when somebody dies, like I don't think it's a good thing, and you should be concerned if you're doing this if you're like legitimately gleeful that somebody has died and like or that they suffered. Even if they're a really bad person, as opposed to, I am glad that this person is no longer capable of doing bad things, right? I think there's a difference between those two. You're not glad a human being's dead. You're glad that, like, less harm will occur in the
'cause
world.
There's this weird. You don't want to fall into. I get satisfied when suffering is, put upon people
Occurring
I
to
hate.
people I don't like, yeah.
And I'm not saying that's what anyone else is saying. I'm just saying you gotta be careful. Just be a little careful.
Be careful. Yeah, be careful. That's it.
Currently playing Banished, a medieval village simulator. I was just checking on my villages, and one of them is called Gala. Lol. Ah, a man of
Gala.
days. And that is caught up to the super chat. I am going to end the stream because I failed miserably in getting to Karth, my only purpose in life. But I think Fringy's still going, so
I'm still gonna keep going. Yeah.
join us as this conversation continues, and I decide to do something else, probably writing, while I hang out with these lads.
Yeah.
Link in description to Fringy's stream as well as in chat. Thank you all for hanging out with me, and yeah, EFAP, movies, and possibly Meme Fab is coming this weekend. All right, lads. So see you either then
happening.
or right now if you follow us to Fringy's.
See you over on Twitch. We promise not to say simp. Oops.
Whoops. Uh-oh. Fuck. I got no health. I'm getting scared.